vuestra casa. Bienvenidos al mejor fútbol. Bienvenidos al Play Red Live en esta jornada 9, como podéis ver, llegando ya al RCD Stadium. Llegando el equipo que con 3 victorias seguidas en Liga busca la 4ª victoria. Va a buscar hoy ganar a un Español que se encuentra en la posición 17 de la Liga. Está ahí en esa zona separada, ¿no?, por prácticamente nada del descenso, con 7 puntos. Ahí llegan los protagonistas. Un hombre que conoce bien este estadio es el que llegaba ahora mismo, Sergi Darder. Partido especial para el jugador mallorquinista después de su pasado en el Espanyol. Llegan todos y cada uno de ellos los protagonistas. Ahí está Omar Mascarell. En un rato veremos cuál es el 11 titular de Yago Barrasate, cuál de estos jugadores son los elegidos para hoy estrenarse en esta jornada 9 en este Espanyol Mallorca. Como yo digo, un Mallorca que se encuesta sexto en Liga con 14 puntos de los 8 partidos jugados. El Mallorca ha cosechado ya en los últimos 3 victorias. Por lo tanto, hoy va a ir a por la 4ª. Bienvenidos, yo soy Llorens Diego, bienvenidos a vuestra casa, bienvenidos en el Play Red Live, bienvenidos a esta previa cargada de muchísimas cosas. Hoy es un partido complicado, hoy es un partido difícil, que nadie se confíe porque el Espanyol esté en la posición 17 de la Liga. Un Espanyol, un equipo agresivo, un equipo con las ideas claras, que es complicado siempre ganarle. Por lo tanto, hoy se tendrá que ir con mucho cuidado para encontrar esa 4ª victoria. Uno de los hombres que sabe bien cómo es el RCD Stadium por dentro, uno que ya está ahí en el terreno de juego, es Damián García. Damián, muy buenos días, bienvenido.
¿Qué tal, mallorquinistas? Así nos encontramos en este estadio RCD Stadium de Barcelona, este feudo del Real Club Deportivo Espanyol, donde caben alrededor de unas 40.000 personas, y que una porción no pequeña de este estadio estará tintado, ¿no?, con los colores rojo y negro, porque se vendieron todas las entradas posibles en la grada visitante. Se esperan alrededor de, en cuanto a cifras oficiales, más de 600 aficionados del Mallorca que ocuparán, como digo, ese sector visitante. Pero veo por aquí alguna camiseta roja, por lo tanto seguramente esa cifra aumente y de bien seguro tendremos pues hoy el jugador número 12, pese a que estemos jugando lejos de Somos. Lo que decías, a intentar mantener esa buena dinámica que llevamos en cuanto a juego y resultados, a sumar esa 4ª victoria consecutiva en Liga y además la 4ª victoria consecutiva lejos de Somos. Ese mejor arranque del Real Club Deportivo Mallorca desde la temporada 2009-2010, donde también se sumaron en esas primeras 8 jornadas 14 puntos, con el mismo balance de 4 victorias, 2 empates y 2 derrotas. Y precisamente esa temporada 2009-2010 acabó con el Mallorca localizado en la 5ª posición, una posición que le hubiera correspondido a jugar Europa League la campaña siguiente, pero ya lo sabemos, por una serie de circunstancias y de problemas, esa plaza la acabó ocupando el Villarreal. Esperemos, ¿por qué no?, que el desenlace sea similar en cuanto a posicionamiento y que la próxima temporada podamos jugar competición europea, pero lógicamente eso es de momento una ilusión, como dijo Yago en la previa, pies en los suelos y sobre todo a aferrar el primer objetivo, que es el de la permanencia, y a partir de ahí, pues ¿por qué no?, mirar a cuotas más altas, precisamente para intentar sacar los 3 puntos de aquí de Barcelona. Vamos a conocer ya el 11 por el que apuesta Yago Barrasate, que únicamente introduce 2 cambios respecto a esa victoria 1-2 en el feudo del Valladolid. Un 11 del Mallorca que suena y que está conformado por Dominic Gref en portería. Ya no está Leo Román, es una de las modificaciones respecto a ese partido de la pasada jornada en Pucela. La línea de 4 esta se mantiene con Mojica y Pablo Maffeo en los costados, y para José Copete y Antonio Raillo, pareja de centrales. En la medular, Samu Costa, convocado, ojo, atención, con la selección absoluta de su país, con la selección absoluta de Portugal. Estará acompañado el portugués por Omar Mascarell, que sustituye en este caso a Manu Morlanes. En la media punta, estará Sergi Darder, que vuelve a la que fue su casa. 6 temporadas pasó en el primer equipo, el de Arta, que además fue capitán del conjunto españolista, del conjunto periquito. Por lo tanto, hoy un partido sin duda especial para nuestro número 10. En las bandas estarán Robert Navarro y Dani Rodríguez, y arriba, repite, intentando pues mantener esa racha goleadora, Kai Lanin. Por cierto, comentábamos que Sergi Darder vuelve a la que fue su casa. También Antonio Raillo estuvo 2 temporadas y medias en la disciplina del Real Club Deportivo Español, y Pablo Mafeo también, cuando era todavía mucho más joven, se formó, o tuvo sus años de formación también en las categorías inferiores del Español. Por lo tanto, son partidos, o un partido de reencuentro, ¿no?, para hasta 3 futbolistas del Real Club Deportivo Mallorca, que sale así para intentar sacar un resultado positivo aquí del RCD Stadium.
Muchísimas gracias, Damián. En unos instantes estará aquí conmigo mi compañero Alberto, que bueno, tenía partido, Alberto Barón, entrenador de la LaLiga A. Pero bueno, a priori, Damián, comentamos tú y yo 11 titular, pues con poca sorpresa, ¿no? Yo creo que un 11 con el que ha venido repitiendo bastante Yagoba, ha repetido bastante. Larín sigue ahí en el 11 titular después de quitarse ese peso de encima, como dijo Yagoba Arrasate en la última rueda de prensa previa al partido, ¿no?, con esa asistencia ante el Betis y ese último gol ante su ex equipo, el Valladolid. Omar Mascarell, que viene cojando unos muy buenos partidos, ahí lo tendremos en la zaga del medio del campo. Y bueno, un 11 titular con pocas noticias, ¿no? Copete sigue ahí en el sitio por la lesión de Martín Valgen, que dijo Yagoba Arrasate que tal vez después del parón de selecciones ante el Rayo ya los pueda tener todos disponibles, pero un 11 que a priori me gusta bastante. Robert Navarro también, jugador que hizo muy buenos minutos en sus últimos partidos. No sé a ti qué te parece, Damián.
Sí, yo creo que da la sensación de que Yagoba ya está encontrando sus, no 11 de confianzas, porque ya hay cambios respecto a la victoria frente al Valladolid, pero sí un bloque que más o menos ya se están repitiendo muchas piezas, teniendo en cuenta que, y eso es una de las cosas que hemos visto durante estos últimos partidos, que los 11 siempre se van cambiando la idea, se va cambiando también el número de jugadores. Vemos también la importancia que están teniendo los futbolistas que parten desde el banquillo, pero sí que parece ya un 11 bastante reconocible que saca Yagoba Arrasate, que con esos 2 cambios que comentábamos en la portería, donde hay también una rotación como cualquier otra parte del terreno de juego, y esa entrada de Omar Mascarell para aportar pues más consistencia junto con Samu Costa. Mencionabas lo de las ausencias, el Mallorca, que tiene las bajas en el partido de hoy de Beda Murici, Takuma Sana, Sibe Van der Heyden y Javi Llabrés, aunque el de Vinisalem, ya comentó Yagoba Arrasate en la previa, pues podía haber entrado perfectamente. La duda era pues si meter a Llabrés o meter a Martín Valgen, que no está al 100% todavía de rodilla, que sufrió frente al Real Betis, pero que está disponible a disposición de Yagoba Arrasate según cómo evolucione el partido y si es necesario la presencia del central eslovaco. Hoy, como hemos comentado, sale el Mallorca con Copete y Raillo como esa zaga, liderando esa zaga defensiva, y la idea, también lo dijo Yagoba y lo has comentado tú, Llorens, es que todas estas 4 ausencias que tenemos en el día de hoy puedan estar tras el parón de cara al partido del Rayo Vallecano, que recordemos, no será el próximo fin de semana, sino el siguiente, que será además el reencuentro tras muchas jornadas jugando fuera con nuestra afición. Hablando de afición, le voy a pedir a mi compañero Carlos a ver si nos puede enfocar precisamente a esa esquina donde se encuentran los aficionados del Real Club Deportivo Mallorca. Ya lo vamos viendo, poco a poco se va llenando ese sector, mucho colorido rojinegro, muchas banderas, la gente cogiendo su sitio en las butacas, y como decíamos, más de 600 personas se van a dar cabida en esa pequeña esquina del RCD Stadium, aunque lo dicho, también vemos alguna que otra camiseta roja en este estadio. Por lo tanto, esa cifra de 628 oficial de grada visitante seguramente serán más, por la presencia de más mallorquinistas en el resto de este estadio del Espanyol. Precisamente hemos estado siguiendo el día de algunos aficionados del Mallorca, hemos viajado con ellos, hemos estado también en la previa, pues nada, siguiendo pues cómo es el ambiente, y vamos a verlo precisamente ese día con el aficionado bermellón desde el aeropuerto de Son Sant Joan, el aeropuerto de Palma, hasta aquí a Barcelona, donde pues bueno, han llegado muy tempranito, muchos han madrugado, así que vamos a ver esas imágenes. Vemos imágenes del aeropuerto de Son Sant Joan, que, como decimos, madrugón, en el que se han pegado muchos aficionados mallorquinistas. También nuestro cámara Carlos, que ha sido el encargado de realizar las imágenes. De hecho, veíamos como la salida desde Mallorca se hacía todavía de noche por las horas en las que salía el avión, y aquí ya estamos en el bar, en el punto donde se ha producido ese encuentro mallorquinista. Vemos aquí banderas de la Peña de Son Servera, aficionados que no se han querido perder este partido, y mucha presencia mallorquinista, lógicamente, un muy buen ambiente y cánticos, y hemos hablado con algunos de ellos.
I ara estem esperant un parell que tenim a Barcelona i, bueno, venim a fer companyia a l'equip.
Sí, ha començat molt bé la temporada, crec que això també anima l'afició a seguir més l'equip, i crec que pot anar molt bé aquest. I per Mallorca el que faci falta.
Jo estic molt il·lusionat aquesta temporada, molt il·lusionat.
Guanyarem segur, el 0-2 mínim. Nosaltres jugam a Sant Contacte a l'aeroport per anar-nos 39 punts. Home, tenim una sensació molt bones, venim de guanyar, avui és un partit per guanyar i esperant guanyar. Jo crec que guanyarem, i m'atreveria a dir que un 0-2.
Jo dic que quedarem 1-2, gol d'Andarder i el Chiquillo.
0-1, gol del Larín.
Ahí están los aficionados que, como podéis ver, como ha dicho uno, con mucha ilusión con esta temporada. Ya lo dijo también Yago Arrasate en la rueda de prensa previa a este partido. No euforia, el equipo no está eufórico ni tiene euforia, tiene ilusión, ¿no? Genera ilusión, vende ilusión, que al final es lo bonito del fútbol, ¿no? Generar esta ilusión. Ahí veis, pues yo creo que serán 628 para ser exactos, un número por más o menos los barómetros ahí, 628 aficionados los que van a visitar ahí el RCD Stadium. Y es el tópico, ¿no? El equipo nunca camina solo, es verdad, nunca camina solo, y la afición es el jugador número 12. Pues hoy, más que nunca, la afición se ha desplazado a Cornellà para estar con el equipo. Un equipo que ya hemos repasado el 11 titular con el que va a salir Yago Arrasate en esta jornada 9, con los dos cambios, uno en portería, entra Dominic Grave, y el otro cambio es Omar Mascarell. Son los dos puestos, podríamos decir, ¿no?, que va alternando la portería, y Omar Mascarell, Manu Morlanes van a ir alternando. Cuando Damián, creo que salen los jugadores en el terreno de juego, y aparte también, ilumíname con qué 11 sale Manolo González.
Sí, efectivamente, yo creo que lo estamos viendo ahora, esa imagen de los futbolistas del Real Club Deportivo Mallorca que acaban de salir, ahora hace unos segundos, lógicamente pitada por la mayor parte del estadio, pero muy ovacionados por esa esquina del este RCD Stadium, que poco a poco va ganando todavía más colorido vermellón y negro. Vemos a los futbolistas titulares de Yago Arrasate calentando motores, que en esos pases y controles con el pecho, y la puesta a punto que empieza para los jugadores de Yago Arrasate. Y en respuesta a tu pregunta, en respuesta al 11 del Real Club Deportivo Espanyol, Manolo González, que buscará romper esa racha de 3 derrotas consecutivas con la que llega el Espanyol a este partido. Manolo González apuesta por Joan García en portería, uno de los mejores porteros sin lugar a dudas de lo que llevamos de campeonato. De hecho, viene de pararle un penalti al Real Betis Balompié en esa derrota por 1-0 del conjunto catalán en su visita a la Villamarín. En línea de 4 en defensa con el Gilal y Carlos Romero en los costados, Sergi Gómez y Kumbuya, pareja de centrales. Estarán formado el Español con un 4-4-2 y en la medular estarán José Grajera y Alex el Kral, el futbolista checo. Las bandas para Jofre Carreras y Paul Lozano, y arriba Irving Cardona y Belic, el ex futbolista del Sevilla, hoy titular en esa dupla de ataque para el Español. Un Español que, por cierto, tiene las bajas de Javi Puado, Cabrera y Edu Espósito. Cuando Llorens, vamos a tener un protagonista ahora en directo. Vamos a tener al CEO de fútbol. ¿Qué tal, Pablo? Muy buenas tardes.
Muy buenas, ¿qué tal?
Bueno, no sé qué sensaciones tienes para el partido de hoy, ¿no? Con ganas de prolongar esta muy buena dinámica en cuanto a juego y resultados, ¿no?
Sí, para eso venimos, para intentar conseguir 3 puntos. El equipo pues va progresando día a día. Lo estamos viendo, pues, que estamos realizando un buen inicio de temporada y trataremos de seguir.
Pablo, mirando hacia ahí, hacia la izquierda, en esa esquina de visitantes, esperan más de 600 personas. ¿Qué opinión merece un desplazamiento así en una jornada 9?
Pues lo primero, agradecimiento, agradecer a la gente el apoyo que estamos recibiendo. Encima fuera de casa, que siempre es más complicado, y tener tanta gente hoy aquí seguro que es un estímulo más para que los jugadores puedan darlo todo y conseguir los 3 puntos.
Aquí hay un jugador que le hemos preguntado a Yagoba, Samu Costa, convocado por primera vez con su selección absoluta. ¿Qué opinión te merece también esta convocatoria? Yo creo que a los mallorquinistas, a los que le seguimos, casi que no nos sorprende, ¿no, Pablo?
Bueno, yo creo que es merecida. Creo que no solo este inicio, sino que la temporada pasada ya hizo muy buen año. Y pues lo dicho, todo lo que sea tener buenos jugadores con posibilidades de que vayan a sus selecciones nacionales, creo que es bueno para el club, para ellos mismos, y darle la enhorabuena a Samu también.
Y ya la última, Pablo, ¿qué supondría marcharnos al parón con 4 victorias consecutivas, además 4 victorias de manera continuada fuera de casa? ¿Qué supondría para el equipo antes del parón?
Bueno, nosotros tratamos de sumar los máximos puntos posibles siempre. Pues, ojalá pudiéramos conseguir hoy los 3, y pues sería pues más trabajo hecho que llevamos por delante, aunque la temporada es muy larga. Seguro que cada rival nos lo va a poner muy complicado, pero bueno, estamos en una buena línea, en una buena dinámica, y trataremos de aprovecharlo.
Pues ojalá continúe esa buena dinámica. Pablo, muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Pues las palabras, Carlos, del CEO de fútbol de Mallorca, Pablo Ortiz, que bueno, ha valorado distintos aspectos, esa convocatoria de Samu Costa, también esa presencia de más de 600 aficionados, y también pues la ilusión, ¿no?, de por qué no sacar un resultado positivo en forma de victoria.
Muchísimas gracias, Damián. Pues ahí está. Pues 2 pájaros matados en un tiro. Tenemos ahí el 11 titular del conjunto visitante, y también hemos tenido ahí a Pablo Ortiz analizando lo que va a ser este partido, ¿no? Y sobre todo lo importante que es ir sumando puntos e ir ganando partidos. Hoy podría ser el 4.º partido seguido en ganarse, pero bueno, hay que salir ahí en el partido que se va a disputar a las 2, y como ya veis aquí, Alberto Barón, el entrenador de la Levina. Muy buenas, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, aquí vamos.
Te echábamos de menos, hacía tiempo que no pasabas por aquí, ¿eh?
Hacía tiempo.
Bueno, con ganas, ilusión, supongo que, como dijo Yago Barrasati, como está, ¿no?, en ese entorno de la afición, ilusionado, bueno, por esta temporada por el equipo.
De momento un 10, ¿no?
¿No se le puede pedir más?
No se puede pedir más. Ahora a disfrutar del partido y a ver qué tal hoy, a por el 5.º.
Un repasito rápido, el 11 titular del Mallorca, como hemos dicho, los dos que se van moviendo es en la portería y en el centro del campo. Dominic Grave entra por Leo Román y Omar Mascarell entra por Manu Morlanes. Son las 2 posiciones que cambian. Luego el 11 titular, como hemos comentado con Damián, pues es un 11, ¿no?, muy parecido al que ha ido sacando en los últimos partidos Yago Barrasate.
Sí, totalmente. Al final, cuando algo te funciona, es cuestión de ir moviendo lo menos posible, dar descansos y tal, pero si funciona, ¿por qué cambiarlo?
Hemos repasado el 11 titular con el que ha salido Manolo González, que hoy, pues con las bajas del máximo goleador, que es Javi Puado, con 3 goles, y el máximo asistente Álvaro Tejero estará en el banquillo. Pero bueno, un 11 titular donde, bueno, el Espanyol en la posición 17 de la liga, que marca esa zona de descenso, está ahí por encima de la zona de descenso, una posición por encima con 7 puntos. Es un equipo con el que no te puedes confiar, porque parece, ¿no? Si miramos los datos y todo, parece que el equipo, su última victoria fue en la jornada 5, el Espanyol 3, Deportivo Alavés 2, fue su última victoria en la jornada 5, pero es un equipo que compite todos los partidos y te lo pone muy complicado.
Sí, al final es un recién ascendido fuerte, es un equipo que quiere los 3 puntos, además, bueno, seguramente es un duelo bastante con un poquito de morbo debido a que hay jugadores que aparecen en escena con pasado y bueno, muy interesante el partido. Desde luego va a ser un duelo de tú a tú, así como está viniendo jugando el Mallorca, creo que se les puede plantar cara perfectamente e incluso ser superiores y ir a por los 3 puntos.
Pues lo vamos a descubrir en un rato, no os mováis porque sigue habiendo mucha previa, vamos a hacer una pausa de publicidad rapidísima y volvemos en nada.
Gracias a la tecnología podéis viajar a cualquier lugar sin salir de casa. Disfrutar de los mejores paisajes desde el metaverso. Sumergiros en un mar de realidad virtual. Hacer deporte con vuestros avatares. La inteligencia artificial predice vuestros gustos. De hecho, no tenéis que estar cerca para pasar tiempo juntos. Es maravilloso, ¿no os parece?
Pues ya estamos aquí de nuevo, ha sido una pausa rapidísima y rapidísimo también nos vamos porque hace un ratito nuestro compañero Damián ha tenido al entrenador Yago Barrasate en los micrófonos del Play Red Live. Vamos a escuchar cómo ha analizado la jornada 9 y el partido ante el Espanyol el técnico mallorquinista.
Sí, ya estamos con Yago Barrasate. ¿Qué tal, mister? Muy buenas.
Buenas.
¿Cómo llega el equipo a este partido? Imagino que con mucha confianza, pero que eso no se traduzca en bajar la guardia, ¿no?
No, sobre todo llegamos con ilusión después de las últimas victorias, sabiendo que es un partido difícil, pero bueno, para cerrar este ciclo de partidos antes del parón queremos hacerlo bien. Además viene nuestra gente, que es un plus también, y ojalá podamos seguir por la línea de los últimos partidos.
Precisamente por la afición, esos más de 600 aficionados que estarán hoy aquí. Tú hablabas en la previa de ilusión, también ahora. ¿Qué opinión te merece este desplazamiento?
Bueno, agradecerles, ¿no? Si están aquí es porque ellos también nos quieren ayudar, se está generando ilusión y creo que eso es bonito. Y bueno, seguro que nos van a ayudar a hacer un mejor partido y ojalá cuando termine el partido lo podamos celebrar juntos.
¿Qué partido has visualizado, Yagoba?
Bueno, un partido con alternativas, un rival que tiene unas ideas muy claras, que es muy presionante, que en transiciones normalmente hace daño al rival y bueno, tenemos que cuidar esos detalles, pero a su vez
and we need to look after our details when we play them because they have plenty of personality.
La convocatoria de Samu Costa con la selección, no sé qué piensas.
How does Sammy Costa feel after his selection to the national team? It's a very good team to play for at the highest level. We're very happy for him. It's another step in his career, and from here he needs to enjoy those 15 days. Thank you, Mr.
Un Espanyol que no llega con la mejor dinámica posible, pero que se tendrá que estar al tanto y sobre todo analizando también Samu Costa, seleccionado con Portugal. Bueno,
Also reflecting on the dynamic heading into today and Samuel Costa's selection to the national team. It's very good for him, isn't it? It's great news. It's great news. I think it's something he deserves, and he's enjoying the moment very well. And there's the Mr. And we're heading now to the live match commentary.
El primer jugador que vamos a comparar es el escudero en el día de hoy de Samu Costa, Omar Mascarell, el futbolista.
Another player we can talk about is Omar Mascarell. That has played 7 of the last 8 games, 23 ball wins, 91% pass accuracy.
Son 3,3 por partido. Tiene un 91% de acierto de pase Mascarell.
And 85% passes forward accuracy.
De balón, sino también digamos en esa creación de la jugada, porque tiene un 85% de acierto en pases hacia adelante, por lo tanto, un seguro de vida a Omar Mascarell, no solo a nivel defensivo, que aporta muchísimo equilibrio.
It just shows that he's not someone that brings something to the table which is only at the back. He plays the ball forward and takes things forward with 85% passing accuracy and going forward towards the opposition. Another player that we have compared to him is on the bench, but has had a very important role, is Valery Fernandez, who has been a key player the last sort of couple of games. He's played. There are the stats right there. The goal scored twice in the last few games, 3 headers, accuracy in the impact offense 3, and has played 99 minutes. Valery Fernandez today starts on the bench and has been a highly impressive player since his arrival this summer.
Establecer un poquito de tranquilidad porque por aquel entonces el partido iba 1-0 y ese 2-0 dio muchísima tranquilidad.
Valery Fernandez was important for the 1-0 win and the 2-1 win as well.
Dio algo más de nerviosismo a ese partido que finalmente no se le escapó al conjunto de Yago Barrasate frente al Real Valladolid. Así que estos son los dos jugadores que hemos escogido.
Played an important role against Real Valladolid, obviously. And has very good stats for what he has contributed so far to the team. We also had captain, the skipper, Antonio Rayo, join us for our first episode of the newly launched club podcast, who spoke to us about various themes. You can take a look at it on our YouTube channel and on all of our audio-visual platforms such as iVoox and Spotify. We showed him a number of sort of clips and spoke to him about his sort of what is going through the team right now, how the team is feeling, and also spoke about Valery Fernandez, who, as we mentioned, is the man of the moment currently. He is among some of the leading players of Real Mallorca. Here is that clip now. I'm very confident in all of the players, because when one comes in and one takes the opportunity, whoever comes in can bring something to the team. That's the merit of this league. Everyone's got to be switched on. I know it's used a lot, the word, but we're like a family. We have a lot of different personalities. But behind us all, we know that when it's training and a game, we're a family and we're all going for the same thing. And that there is a clip from Antonio Rayo in our latest podcast, our latest and first podcast clip. If you've not seen it, you got to check it out. You got to check it out now on our YouTube and Spotify and our iVoox channels. We love chatting with the captain. He brought a lot to the table, and we enjoyed speaking with him across all the analysis.
micro, ¿no? Y justamente Alberto tenía el micro bajo, que no se le escuchaba, ¿no? Y por eso me estaba avisando, ¿no? Y ha sido quien me ha acordado, ¿no? De la broma, por lo tanto, aclarado queda. Y ya nos enfocamos con el partido. Y vamos a enfocarnos con el partido, el último partido del Mallorca, que se jugó ante el Valladolid, que se ganó por 1-2.
We now take a look at the last game, which we placed against Real Valladolid. Let's take a reflection on this, where Real Madrid played away from home. One of 3 games away from home as of today, but we know how it ended. But in these last 3 away games,
esa incertidumbre, ¿no? De decir, vamos a ver, porque la temporada pasada, fuera de casa, éramos no del todo fuertes, ¿no? Pues mira, la primera ante el Betis la ganaste, en esta, pues el partido lo volviste a ganar.
First was a win for Betis, and then we're looking now at the highlights of the game against Real Valladolid. It's a tough game to play away from home. We know that they have to take a step forward with these sort of games, and winning here in these sort of places can give the team confidence moving forwards. You got to bring into account as well the fans being against you in the stadium, given the majority are going to be from the home side. This goal was great. The pass is fantastic. It's a great finish. It's a great pass from Danny, and it's a great finish as well from Sal, who does well. So Kyle does well there to bring it down and finish on the volley. The hosts also had their chances. It's something you see in a game of 90 minutes, and it's something also you see day to day with these guys. You know, there are good moments, there are bad moments, and it's just close to getting to the objective. All the players give everything, and that's great to see. And when we speak about being in good form, is a good player, is a player enjoying their moment currently, Valery Fernandez, with a fantastic finish there. And then he almost scored this goal here as well. What do you think? What do you think? Was this a shot, or is it looking to try and send it back across goal? I think he's sending it back across goal because he's pulled the head up, and it's something you can see that sort of action is which you'd associate with that kind of movement. Oh, there's nothing you can really do about the strike there. Who's hit it well into the bottom corner. But the hosts managed to pull one back in the last few minutes, but it was just a consolation goal in the end. As the game ended in our favour. So another win in our last game. As we heard from Antonio Rayo, Valery has come into each game switched on and ready to go. Let's hear more. It's a tough place to go to. It's a tough place to go to. They're a physical team. Because they've managed to bring in players of LaLiga level, because they're a LaLiga side, obviously, and they've managed to maintain that. We will manage to sort of take advantage of the individual talent we had against Valladolid when, for example, Dani Rodriguez played the ball to Larin. And there again is some more analysis from Antonio Raillo there, which was a great goal there. The skipper there, who is also starting today. He believes the team is switched on. He believes the team is ready and it is well prepared for today's game. As Real Mallorca faced RCD Espanyol away from home. The team wants to fail here in front of their fans, and which means they're going to have to dare to do. And here are some shots now inside the dressing room. I think we're going to see the best talents on both sides today. Because it's very easy for the head to drop and lose confidence. But that's one of the keys. Ensuring you're confident, do the coast as well, and we have faith in ourselves. We can score the goals, obviously. To win today is the objective, and continue our good form. We're now 5 minutes away from the game starting, and we are now ready to start focusing on the game.
Disfrutar de los mejores paisajes desde el metaverso. Sumergiros en un mar de realidad virtual. Hacer deporte con vuestros avatares. La inteligencia artificial predice vuestros gustos. De hecho, no tenéis que estar cerca para pasar tiempo juntos. Es maravilloso, ¿no os parece?
Here we are, ready to go again. Where you are joining us now on our YouTube channel.
Por lo tanto, ya enfocarnos. Y para enfocarnos, antes de nada, el último dato, La última vez que el Mallorca ganó en el RCD Espanyol fue en la temporada 2010-2011, un 1 de marzo, y el partido terminó.
The last time Real Mallorca won here away from home was in the 2010-11 season. It has been some time and a bad run of form away from home here at the RCD Stadium. Looking to end that run of form today as the teams head out onto the pitch as we look to get another 3 points on the road and continue our good run of form.
Pues ahora mismo saliendo los 22 protagonistas al terreno de juego con el himno cantado ahora a capela, seguramente lo estaréis escuchando por parte de la afición del Club Deportivo Español. Y ya la zona visitante como
the home side are singing their side's anthem ahead of kickoff. And I must admit, the atmosphere here in the RCD Stadium is fantastic. A lot of loud voices, And as we say, it's totally packed in the stadium today. There's a lot of scarves, a lot of fans, and a lot of noise here today. The home side has come out with the dogs, which have been to sort of highlight no animal should be abandoned. It's a nice touch. It's important to highlight these social issues, and it's a beautiful gesture too. But we are now focused on the game as our Capitan is waiting now to flip the coin. Antonio Rayo there. So let's take a look at the home side first. So Juan Garcia, that's in goal. Sergio Gomez, Kumbula, Vélez, Lorenzo Grajea, Jofre, Cray, Romero, Hidali, and Cardona. Now, for us, who starts, Dominic Grief begins in goal. At right back, we have Maffeo, and in centre back, Jose Copete is joined by Capitan Antonio Rayo. At left back, new signing Mojica, and in midfield, we have a mix of Danny Rodriguez, Samu, Sergi Darja, and Mascaral. And leading the line is Gal, Larin, and Navarro. We are, of course, in red and black today, without a colour clash, while the hosts are also playing in their home strip in blue and white stripes. We are now ready to kick off. And here we are, moments away now from kickoff. As Arrasate now takes his seat in the technical area with our substitutes and his fellow staff. As Real Mallorca now looks for a fourth consecutive victory as we continue our good run of form. And that is underway. The game is now underway and we have kickoff. As the referee has given the go-ahead. Ball has gone out wide for the visiting side. Samuel Costa picking the ball up. RCD Espanyol picking the ball up near the area. As Araste there looks on. Long ball forward, something we've seen before, but it arrived pretty much at the goal of Juan Garcia. But it's important that we generate, obviously, chances and goals, and in the ball forward and being direct is the way of doing that. As the ball heads into our half out wide for the visitors. Dominic Grief there getting a chance to get on the ball as our shot stopper for today. Just unable there as Ika played the ball forward. And a turnover of possession means we're heading towards our own goal.
El español que quiere salir, intenta salir, la pone para Alex Carl que la pone dentro del área y peligro, termina en nada, le cae en el pico del área el español, se controla el disparo.
Shot there for the hosts, first blood there to them, but it's straight at the hands of Dominic Grave, who makes a straightforward save. There we are, the cross. It's a good cross, but the first chunk goes to the host, but it results in nothing, and it's a small and straightforward save for Grave as the play now continues. How's Sergi Dada getting on against his old side? Well, for the moment, he's not touched the ball. He's looking to get around there, and he's obviously a player who's had a long history against his former teammates. When his name was read out from the tannoy, didn't hear any boos or whistles. No. There were a few whistles when the starting 11 of Real Mallorca was announced, of course, but nothing too much. I don't think neither he or anyone else really needs to care about those sort of things of facing an old side. It's the game that matters, and that's what we're here for. And the ball is played forward, and it's gone out there. So going to use with a few minutes on the clock. The hosts just circulating the ball between themselves at the moment. Romero there. They managed to get inside the box there, but there's no danger there as it goes back away. And a turnover of possession. We're looking to get down the sides there, where we've had a lot of fortune of late. As the ball heads out of play for another throw-in, with the ball taking a last touch off of one of our players. But the hosts are knocking the ball around nicely. And Sergio Gomez there going up against Omar, and some good pressure there on the ball. He's a player that's always there to put pressure on the ball. Omar, he's always on top of that first touch. And Carlo Romero there on the ball. Sate slowing things down slightly there. Rayo has got hold of it, bringing it forward and looking for the right wing. Mojica now getting the ball from the switch play. Putting it forward for Omar. Omar on the ball, playing out wide to the right. Robert Navarro there can get into the box there, but just not able. It's a bit complicated for him there. And the ball gets away from him. Now, the hosts are back on the ball, RCD Espanyol. And and it appears that Real Mallorca were just unable there to get forward and get a sight at the RCD Espanyol goal. We lost the ball, but we got the ball back there quickly. Yeah, yeah. I think both sides are looking to try and do something in the final third, but they're using different types of tools in a way. One is looking to take pause and play through the ball, and while Real RCD Espanyol are trying to do things a bit more quickly, trying to hit us a bit faster with quick sort of passes. But both sides have very dangerous players and can do things in different and dangerous ways, and that's my point of view. Well, a foul out wide on the right means the ball goes out there, and we are now in minute 7 with a few chances and Carlos Romero on the ball currently there in his own half. And Garcia there putting pressure on. Joffrey trying to take on Mojica there, but Carlos Romero receiving the ball again and trying to get forward and play it forward as Real Mallorca hold firm. The host there looking for the far post, but it's Dominic Graves' ball. Mojica there read the ball and played very well. I see the team very well animated. There have been a few occasions or moments where you hear things from the fans supporting their side, and Arasti there up and out in his technical area to give orders and commands. But watching closely the game, it's a bit strange because you look at the stadium and it's all covered and there's one sort of area which has a bit of sun, and ball to Dominic Grave covered in the sun. We've got 28 degrees, but it's a good weather. We're at about 22 degrees where we are. There's a bit it's no polar temperatures here like we did against Real Valladolid, but we're surviving, and it's a nice weather to play football in. We're now into the 10th minute, and the referee is giving a corner to Real Mallorca. We are a team that takes advantage of their ball situations and have a lot of success. Ball goes in. Rail, but aiming for the far post with Rail, but the attention was not able to get hold of it. No one was able to get hold of the ball there and get a sort of dangerous touch towards the goal. Real Mallorca has scored 3 goals from corners, and it's the second team with the most goals from goals, while RCD Espanyol are struggling from set pieces and corners, having conceded 4 goals themselves this season. Well, there are the dates. Where there is the data as Robert Navarro produces a lovely roulette there to beat his man. He wasn't able to get a shot away. But that was a lovely piece of play, wasn't it? He's a different type of player. He brings something different to the team, right? You can see there's something different. He has something which is a bit different to what we've got elsewhere, and you can see that. And you can see that. Joffrey. Sammy Costa playing it back into the middle. Robert Navarro back on the ball, taking it. Robert Navarro. The left. Shot. No one's coming there. But Samuel Costa is just unable. It's too short. And the ball for RCD Espanyol just goes out there. Just heads out for a throw in there. That was a nice piece of play. Just unable to get there. Let's take a look. Samuel Costa is down. Taking a moment to recover. Alejo there making the foul on Samu. And just it's a light foul. Light foul. Sergio Gomez. Oh, yeah. Espanyol playing in the defensive zone. Sergio Gomez now. Romero looking to the left. Playing out wide. Now. Joffrey there on the ball. Joffrey in the touch. Omar for Sergio Gomez. Again, Espanyol in the defensive zone as they look to sort of switch it. The ball recovered there by Real Mallorca again. Foul. And down on the ground. If I'm not mistaken, that's Danny Rodriguez. And that looked like it was painful. He looked like he just got away with the ball there from him. That's going to be painful. That's going to be painful. That's not an easy one. That's not an easy one. Samuel Costa. It's gonna come over to Omar. Taken by a player there from RCD Espanyol, and it's now a throw-in for RCD Mallorca. It's 0-0. RCD Espanyol Mallorca remains 0-0 as we enter the 15th minute of the game. Deadlocked with Cardona picking up the ball for RCD Espanyol, and there is a foul. Cardona doesn't look like he did much there, but there's a foul there on my phone. Yes, we got 23 down. Cardona, a foul there against Real Mallorca. Well, it's close. Played out left. Just going to see. Let's see where they go from here. Girardi. Taking the Juan Garcia, who is looking to break quickly for the posts as Alex Cal gets ball. It's a turn. Omar just unable there to put the ball in across as Cardona gets across. But it was a dangerous moment. It was complicated, but dangerous with the ball there. As to get the ball down there from Omar in the area was not an easy movement, but he tried. Now, RCD Espanyol are going to try their luck as Mascaré looks to get back on the ball with a foul on Joffre. Omar just bringing down Joffre in about around the halfway line. Lozano. And that's the goal there for Carlos Romero. Joffre put the ball in there. And Kumbuya at the post there to score. The goal there, Kumbuya, in the 18th minute. The pass there from Joffre was fantastic, and Kumbuya applied the finish. So, first to score are the host as RCD Espanyol are 1-0 up against RCD Mallorca. They put like a necessary foul, but it's the second ball that comes in there. It's in the same movement and the movement they've done there resulted in the goal. And that's football. It's the first goal for them. It was a good move. And we look there. What's the sort of feeling down there at the bench? Bit of cold water there on the players and the staff there in the dugout and the visiting fans. We're trying to give them some applause and some animation just to keep the side and their heads up. But that was, of course, a hit against us. With 90 minutes gone, there's still plenty to go. In a moment of the game where there was not a lot happening, the hosts there have found a bit of clarity, and it felt like it was a game where one was in the ball, taking it, losing it, the other picking it up, taking it, and losing it, and then the hosts scored. But yeah, it's been a bit like that, a bit back and forth. But as you said, there's a lot of games still to go. We gotta maintain our confidence and our faith. Look, 70 minutes still remain. Sorry. We've got a long way to go. Got a long way to go still. We've only been in the 20th minute. And there, Carl Larin there, taking a header. I'm not sure if he tried to pull something off there, but he's going to keep trying. And goalkeeper there. Dominic Grave. In the 21st minute for the legend Dani Jarque. Celebration of the fans and an applause there from all the travelling Real Mallorca fans there. Joffre. Good. Mojica. bringing the ball, and the player there from RCD Espanyol is down. Careful. Dominic Grave had to deal with a shot there from Cardona. And it remains dangerous. You have to be careful here. RCD Espanyol is a team that can be at sea, but dangerous. And they are putting a lot of pressure up there. Alex Carl on there on the right. Again, Alex Carl. There has been a yellow for the technical bench. I'm not sure if it's for Arrasate or for a player, but there has been a yellow card given to the bench, and I will confirm when I'm able to who that has been. We'll take a look. We'll have to take a look. But as we were saying, Alberto, the Espanyol is a team that's aggressive. They'll get in your face, and Mallorca likes being able to take the ball from the back. Well, in the last few games, it's something that's been clear that you know to play from the back, and they're going to put pressure on us, and that's those are the situations you're going to have to deal and manage with. It's an attractive offering and something good to watch, but let's see if that results in occasions at goal. No. The ball is being passed there to Alex Krau. From in every sort of action and point there, the goal has been something against the play. And it hasn't changed a lot of things since the goal. We seem to be sort of responding well to the setback. Sorry, guys. Alberto. The yellow card has been for Arrasate, the boss, there. So the ball there, out wide on the right. Okay. Guys getting forward there. Joffre out there on the wide, put the ball into the box and away. It's a corner there for RCD Espanyol. The guys have to be switched on as the home side now have a corner. Team Perico there in the first half, still leading 1-0. And we need to just find this action where we can sort of plant ourselves and move on towards as the host look to get the ball into the box with plenty of players there. Carl Larrett had the last touch there. And it looks like it has returned to another corner. Or has taken a touch there from RCD Espanyol. More corners. Let's see what comes of this second corner for the hosts. Left side there. Shot. Oh, well. Wide. Carlos Romero there, just trying to take a shot from the edge of the box. But that is off target. Dominic Grave. There. It didn't seem to bother Dominic Grave, the shot there, and now again, as the referee speaking there to the technical areas as we are now waiting for the ball to resume play. minute 26 there. RCD Espanyol there. Number 15 is down. Grajera, the central midfielder, is down there. Looks like it was but the team are now taking this moment brief pause in play to refresh themselves, recompose, regroup, and get a drink as we now enter the 27th minute there, with the game obviously on pause. And the first 15 minutes were good as we look now to build on. The ball didn't seem to be too much damage there to Grajera, and the ball is back in play and the game resumes. Now, Cardona on the left, Rayo getting the ball back, getting it to Rafael. Up there, then to Alex. But it was a difficult movement there to get the ball into the area as we then get the ball away, and there is a throw-in there for Mojica. We haven't been able to generate too many chances yet in the opposition's area as Rayo gets the ball head up and plays wide to Copete. Copete now again. RCD Espanyol have the ball again as they look to come forward. As we try and push them now back into the host's defensive area as the ball comes to Rayo out there again to Maffeo on the wing. Omar Mascarell picking the ball up in midfield. As Samuel Costa back to Omar Mascarell, circulating the ball between them. And out wide there, Sergi Darder to Pablo Mascarell, back to Sergi. Sergi Darder trying to get it into the box there, but just unable to control the ball and get a shot away from any of our sides, with RCD Espanyol on top of us. It was a clever move there from Samu Costa to try and get the ball forward, but just unable. Wait, don't take it away. It's a foul there, I think. Jeffrey there, foul just on the edge of the area there. Who would you have take that then? Well, Sergi Darder is not bad. He's there, not too bad. Jorge Mojica is looking at it and getting himself prepared. We'll see. It looks like it's a free kick more suited to a left-footed player. It's a good area to have it. I would rather have Sergi Darder. We've not been able to see who took the free kick there. The camera was focused on something else, unfortunately. It was a good try. He looked like he tried to do something a bit differently there, but it was complicated, right? in the build-up to the foul, it was a sort of complicated move to do, but it's not the first time we've seen a goal of that type. And Espanyol leading RCD Mallorca here after a goal from Kumbuya. The RCD Espanyol Stadium, they're making plenty of noise as Kumbuya puts the posts ahead, whereas Carl Larin seems to be down, having suffered a bit of damage in the zone where has been the area where Kumbuya and Carl Larin have come together. Well, doesn't look like it's much. Nah. Arasate is talking to one of his assistants, but it looks like it's just losing time there. In my opinion, since the goal, the game has seemed to slow a bit. There have been few chances between both sides. It seems like both teams are now just circulating the ball, and it's not a clear play forward between the lines. It seems to be a game. It's not a game end to end. And it's our responsibility, I suppose, to take a look. But they seem to be circulating the ball, and there's not been a lot of clarity or chances. Few chances for RCD Mallorca there. Ball in moving to the corner there. A shot. 34th minute there. Joffrey trying to get a shot on goal there, but it's away and not dangerous. Yeah. Post there. Putting pressure on as the hosts move into our final third. The first there to get the ball is Copete. I didn't see it. Too clear. And there's a foul on Navarro as we look to try and get away from the defensive zone there. Sergio Gomez, the one making the foul on Roberto. As we continue to remain behind as a result of Kumbuya's goal in the 18th minute. Joffrey looking to get it to the middle, about back to the right. Omar looking to get it there. Arizati there, as you can see, he's not happy. There doesn't seem to be anything clear. As Real Mallorca have the ball, and they've won the ball well there. After a foul on Omar. But they circulate, and then RCD Espanyol recuperate, and here Real Mallorca moving forward. Have it out to Roberto. Getting past his man to Carl Larin. Yeah. Just not able to get a shot away against RCD Espanyol there. It feels like the first sort of circulating of the ball and movement of the ball is always in the area of the heart of Real Mallorca. And maybe the solution is to move it a bit more directly. But it's tough, and you've got players on top of you when they're putting pressure against you, and when they're against them, occasionally fouls as well. It can relieve the pressure, but it's not easy as they try to find a way forward. Carl Larin, Garcia with his back to goal. Romero. Now the ball to Cardona. Fleming won it back. There's a foul there on Cardona from Pablo. How are the fans feeling? It feels like it's very stop-start. Todo. He spent a lot of times now just sat in the technical area to analyze the game, because surely there is something he's not too happy about, and needs to potentially change here as they remain goal down. Here we are, 38th minute. What would you change at this point in the game? I think you've got to find a way of getting close to the opposition goal and get away from their pressure they're putting on us as we try and move the ball around. I think we've got to be a bit more fluid with our passing, and maybe change the profile of players that we have in the final third. But to get away from this pressure RCD Espanyol are putting on us, what do you see? Do you see more direct balls forward to Carl Larin? Yeah. I think it's something to get the ball forward, and it's something to think about. But it's something that's a process, and you've got to go little by little. And if the pressure's coming on us, it's not easy. And when you're playing with a back to goal and a player on top of you, it's not easy, because again, it's more pressure. And it's something potentially to consider, as it can break the press which RCD Espanyol are putting on us by being a bit more direct and looking forward to Carl Larin. Now, out through the right. The ball there, heading out for a throw-in. See the ball heading out there for a moment. Search for there. As the hands there, Miguel picking the ball up. Mojica picking the ball for Robert Navarro. Ball out wide to the left. Damien. Now it looks like Danny Rodriguez is gonna. It was Danny Rodriguez on the left, but now it looks like Navarro's moved out there. What's happened there? Yeah, exactly that. Robert Navarro is now playing on the left. And it was Danny Rodriguez and Robert Navarro weren't having much luck where they were playing. So they moved it up and they switched it around to see if playing with both fullbacks there can give us a bit more luck in the final passages of play. But yes, since the start, these guys have swapped around. Alberto, where do you prefer Roberto now? Where do you like to see him play? What is your preference? Moving forward. Me? I like Roberto Navarro. He's convincing me little by little. I know he's a player that has a lot in the inside, as almost like a half, almost like a false nine, and it brings it. For me, that's my preference. Well, for me, I think he plays well left. I like him right. But I remember the game against Villarreal. I'm not mistaken, we sort of brought it inside, and it was really impressed me. What would you like to see? Because he's a player that likes to play out wide. Or where do you like to see him most? I think he's a very technical player. I think he can play either side, and it's something that brings something different to the boss. I think I like Pablo against Milan. Because when players like that are in there, the team always benefits. Put Roberto Navarro where you want, and he is someone that brings something to the table. The type of player that can do something. As Real Mallorca now on the ball, getting closer to the post goal. Left to Weaver, Colombian. Out to Samu Costa. Samu Costa, stretching the ball there. Defense there of RCD Espanyol. Very, very vigilant. And RCD Mallorca trying to get behind their side as we look to find a leveler. Sate has not missed a beat for this match. As we now search for a goal. RCD Espanyol looking to get a second. Copete. The ball there. Playing out to Mojica. Omar. The ball. Pass through the lines there, but just unable. Omar just unable. As RCD Espanyol's defense just preventing him from playing the ball through the lines. It's gone out for a throw-in for RCD Mallorca. I think Real Mallorca are getting closer to the final parts of this first half. I think still being a bit conservative under pressure. But there are ways of sort of avoiding these errors in the final few minutes. But I was going to say that you don't. I was just going to note you don't quite see RCD Espanyol putting that pressure on so high at the moment in time, because they've been a bit more, as you said, conservative. Because it feels like it's getting out there. It's going out again. Wasn't play. I think it's missing a bit of intensity. Yeah, I think that's what generates chances for the teams, and I think when the break comes, the host will be happy with it. They're still ahead. And that there is the minutes up on the board. How long left do we have, Damien? That's 2 minutes. 2 minutes added injury time to this first half. Sorry, that's 5 minutes. Picking the ball up in the middle. Away from goal. Now out wide and right, trying to get the ball and take the ball forward and get the ball into the box. The ball gets across to the far post, and nobody is there. It looked like it was just going to go out there and through, but no. Mojica Yeah, maybe I'll go for it. As the first half there ends and the referee blows his whistle. What do you see there from the protagonists of the game? What do you think of the first half? Yeah, it could be a bit of satisfaction there from there in areas. But yeah, the hosts are making it comfortable for Mallorca. We've not managed to test Garcia too much. And in these first 45 minutes, there's been a few chances at goals. And what do you think? The sort of way to summarize this game would be uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable first half because it's the Espanyol have forward. They're not creating too much. And it felt that there were few and far chances for both sides. Both sides trying in comparison between the two sides. RCD Espanyol were putting the pressure on and then seems to take it off. Whereas RCD Mallorca were trying to get it forward in an attempt to level the scores, but come off for either side. We've seen Mallorca trying to move the ball well and trying to pull the defence away and create chances there. But it's not just quite come out as they would like it. And RCD Espanyol are leading. They are leading 1-0, and the second half still awaits us with plenty still to play for. And I am sure we will see us come back from this break.
Disfrutar de los mejores paisajes desde el metaverso. Sumergiros en un mar de realidad virtual. Hacer deporte con vuestros avatares. La inteligencia artificial predice vuestros gustos. De hecho, no tenéis que estar cerca para pasar tiempo juntos. Es maravilloso, ¿no os parece? Gracias a la tecnología podéis viajar a cualquier lugar sin salir de casa. Disfrutar de los mejores paisajes desde el metaverso. Sumergiros en un mar de realidad virtual. Hacer deporte con vuestros avatares. La inteligencia artificial predice vuestros gustos. De hecho, no tenéis que estar cerca para pasar tiempo juntos. Es maravilloso, ¿no os parece? Gracias a la tecnología podéis viajar a cualquier lugar sin salir de casa. Disfrutar de los mejores paisajes desde el metaverso. Sumergiros en un mar de realidad virtual. Hacer deporte con vuestros avatares. La inteligencia artificial predice vuestros gustos. De hecho, no tenéis que estar cerca para pasar tiempo juntos. Es maravilloso, ¿no os parece? Gracias a la tecnología podéis viajar a cualquier lugar sin salir de casa. Disfrutar de los mejores paisajes desde el metaverso. Sumergiros en un mar de realidad virtual. Hacer deporte con vuestros avatares. La inteligencia artificial predice vuestros gustos. De hecho, no tenéis que estar cerca para pasar tiempo juntos. Es maravilloso, ¿no os parece?
Pues ya estamos aquí de nuevo, preparados para esta segunda parte, en la jornada 9 en el RCD Stadium, en este Espanyol 1, Mallorca 0. Lo que hemos analizado un poquito en el final de la primera parte, ¿no? Una primera parte, pues donde en los primeros 18 minutos, antes de que el Espanyol marcara, pues no estaba pasando tampoco muchas cosas. Ninguno de los dos equipos estaba teniendo muchas ocasiones, ninguna de las dos áreas. Juego enredado en zona de medios hasta que el Espanyol, pues en un balón en el pico del área, ha puesto el balón en el segundo palo, ¿no? Y Kumbuy ha podido marcar el primero. Desde el gol del Espanyol, el Espanyol pues lo que ha ido haciendo es parar el partido a base, ¿no? Cada vez que el Mallorca intentaba salir de detrás con el balón controlado, pues parándolo con faltas y pues sin ninguna tendencia, ¿no? De que ninguno de los dos equipos fuera el dominante claro en el partido. Es verdad que en los últimos 10 minutitos de partido el Mallorca ha sacado la cabeza, ha empezado a instalarse un poquito en campo contrario, ha empezado a llegar un poquito al área de John García, pero sin tener del todo fortuna. Lo que ha sido la primera parte en tema de posesión de balón, 44% del Espanyol, 56% por el Mallorca. El Mallorca le quita el balón, le roba el balón al conjunto local. En tema de disparos, 6 por parte del Espanyol, 0 disparos por parte del Mallorca, 0 disparos. El Espanyol ha disparado 5 veces fuera y 1 a portería, que ha sido pues el gol. El Mallorca no ha disparado en la primera parte. En tema de pases, 174 pases por parte del Espanyol, 222 pases para el Mallorca. Faltas, 7 para el Espanyol y 9 para el Mallorca. Un poquito, ¿no? Los datos es lo que refleja lo que hemos comentado, ¿no? Ningún dominador claro, juego enredado, cada vez que el Mallorca intentaba salir detrás, el Espanyol paraba, ¿no? Y sí que es verdad que en los últimos 10 minutos, Alberto, nos hemos instalado en campo contrario, nos hemos ido acercando, pero sin mucha fortuna de cara a portería.
Sí, al final los datos llamativos en cuanto a que representan un poco lo que se está viendo en el partido. Y un dato interesante que veo es que un equipo un disparo, el otro cero. Eso te dice mucho ya.
Pocas cosas en el partido en general, ¿no? Lo hemos dicho.
Pocas cosas, partido muy igualado.
No sé si cambiarías algo tú, Alberto, en esta segunda parte. ¿Cambiarías algo de sistema, algo de juego, algo de algún jugador que entre del banquillo?
Bueno, yo creo que partiría un poco de las sensaciones de los jugadores también. Habrán aprovechado ahora para hacer valoraciones generales, habrán expuesto qué es lo que están viendo, dónde se están viendo superados y dónde pueden ajustar algo para poder cambiarlo. A partir de aquí algún cambio, yo personalmente me esperaría un poco para hacerlo, pero sí que iría pensando ya en si mantener este modelo de juego, esta manera de esta estructura en el campo o cambiaría algo diferente.
Uno de los hombres que está ahí pendiente, uno de los hombres que lo tenemos ahí en el RCD Stadium, es nuestro compañero Damián. Damián, ¿cómo hay calentamiento por parte de algún jugador con intensidad o prácticamente no se está moviendo? ¿No está moviendo nada Yago Barrasate?
No, están, mira, justo en...
¿Vale? Sí, Damián. Bueno, creo que...
Sí, Llorens,
ahora sí, Damián.
No, justo enfrente de mi posición suplentes haciendo un rol, pero no hay ninguno que esté viéndose con esta intensidad, por lo tanto se ve ni Constitución de Mallorca por parte en el adiós su campo.
Vale, vale. Bueno, pedimos disculpas, no es ningún fallo nuestro, no es ningún fallo técnico nuestro, es la cobertura del estadio que no es del todo buena y no podemos escuchar con claridad a Damián, por lo que he podido intuir. Damián ha dicho que están los jugadores los jugadores que están en el banquillo haciendo un rondo, ¿no? Lo típico, ¿no, Alberto? Pero sin ejercitarse con mucha intensidad. Parece que no va a haber cambios en la primera parte. Yago Barrasate tampoco es un entrenador de estos que hagan cambios en el descanso.
Hombre, en el descanso no es algo muy habitual que se vean cambios, a no ser que hayas visto algo muy claro que necesites cambiarlo, que algún jugador no se sienta cómodo o tenga molestias. Pero yo creo que un poquito más adelante, cuando empiece la segunda parte, seguramente veremos, si el partido sigue igual, veremos algún cambio. Creo.
Para hablar un poquito, ¿no?, de lo que cambiarías, ¿en qué zona de cambio primero harías el cambio? Bueno, vamos a hablar primero de táctico. ¿Qué cambiarías en esta segunda parte? Algo táctico que tú digas, pues mira, buscaría más el largo a Kyle Larin, porque, por ejemplo, Kyle Larin ha estado muy bien defendido y no hemos podido conectar con él en ninguna primera parte, en ningún momento de la primera parte.
Tal vez le ha faltado algo más, un poco más rodeado de gente, tal vez meter un poco más de gente en campo rival. Se trata de generar ocasiones. Hay que encontrar el cómo, pero si algo no está funcionando, pues a lo mejor hay que darle media vuelta y cambiar alguna pieza o cambiar la manera de hacerlo. A partir de aquí vamos a ver qué plantea el Español también para la segunda parte, a ver si mantiene su idea o cambia y se juntan un poquito más atrás y esperan, o si mantienen la idea de venirnos a buscar. Y nosotros, en función de lo que ellos hagan, pues creo que nos tenemos que adaptar y tenemos que ser valientes, tenemos que salir a buscarlos y somos capaces de empatar este partido. Entonces, no tenemos que tener ningún miedo.
Bueno, vamos a ver, porque ahí está la afición, ya vemos imágenes desde el estadio, que ya todo se está poniendo en marcha. Salen los jugadores del Español en esa zona derecha, el Mallorca que ya está en el terreno de juego desde hace un minutito. Se están ya los protagonistas en el terreno de juego. Vemos a Raillo comentando algo con Samu Costa y también con Copete, su hombre de confianza. Copete ahora pues que está ahí en esa zaga defensiva y comentando algo. Los jugadores de Mallorca hemos visto que han vuelto a hacer un corrillo, hablando con ellos, animándose antes del partido. Sergi Darder comentando también algo con sus compañeros. Hay mucho que cambiar en esta segunda parte. El Mallorca lo va a hacer. Yago Barrasate seguro que ha dado en la tecla. Vamos a ver, porque el cuero ya está en el círculo central. El árbitro que va a dar el inicio de la segunda parte. Español 1, Mallorca 0. El Mallorca que busca el empate. Ahí está Hernando Maeso mirando y controlando que todo esté en orden, comentando con los asistentes para que arranque esta segunda parte de la jornada 9. Ahí está el árbitro que ahora sí silba, da inicio en esta segunda parte. Arranca la segunda parte en el RCD Stadium. Arranca este Espanyol 1, Mallorca 0. Arranca la segunda parte. A ver si el Mallorca pues toca en esa tecla que puede hacer que ponga el empate. ¿Y por qué no? Porque hay mucho partido por delante. Poner el segundo y que sumen esos 3 puntos. Ahora creo que, Damián, vamos a intentar si te escuchamos mejor.
Sí, hola Llorens, ¿mejor ahora?
Ahora sí, ahora te escuchamos alto y claro, como se suele decir.
Perfecto.
Bueno, ¿cómo has visto el descanso? ¿Cómo se ha vivido ahí en el terreno de juego?
No, bueno, ahora la tenía el Espanyol, perdona Llorens. Ha estado, creo que al corte fenomenal Antonio Raillo. Y bueno, lo que anunciábamos, no esperábamos ninguna sustitución en este segundo tiempo, así que de momento no se ha movido el banquillo. Tampoco hay ningún jugador del Mallorca que estén calentando. Veo a lo lejos a futbolistas del Espanyol, pero todavía ninguno del Club Deportivo Mallorca.
Pues esta ha sido la acción que ha tenido Alejo, que ha cortado muy bien Copete. Ha sido espectacular el corte porque se quedaba Alejo solo delante de la portería de Dominic Grave. Por lo tanto, vamos a ver, estamos en el 46 de partido. El saque de banda que ya lo ha efectuado, la tiene ahí de espaldas a portería, la termina perdiendo ahí Samu Costa. Ahora es del Espanyol que quiere correr, lo quiere hacer, y quien lo va a hacer es Alex. Intenta poner el balón dentro del área, atención, en la frontal, el disparo y el gol. El disparo desde la frontal del área de Jofre. El juego que lo había empezado Alex Kral. El balón que ha ido circulando desde la derecha hasta dentro del área. Y en la frontal, ahí ha podido rematar Jofre y poner el segundo en el marcador. Gol a los inicios de la segunda parte. Gol doloroso. 47 de partido. Espanyol 2, Mallorca 0.
Sí, parece que se están quejando de algo, no sé de qué.
Vemos el saque de banda de Mojica. No hay falta sobre
es limpio.
Samu Costa. Vemos ahí cómo ponen el balón a la derecha. Le llega el cuero a... Bueno, es Carlos Romero. Y Carlos Romero inteligente, no. Carlos Romero inteligente dentro del área. Pues ve llegando en la frontal del área Jofre. Y Jofre solo en la media luna termina batiendo a Dominic Grave y poniendo el segundo en el marcador en los inicios de la segunda parte. Damián, imagino Iago Barrasate enfadado después de este segundo gol a los inicios de la segunda parte.
Sí, sobre todo pues ha mandado ya a calentar a los primeros efectivos, 4 de golpe, son Chiquiño, son Toni, Valí Fernández y Manu Morlanes, por lo tanto buscará hacer cambios el Mallorca, que bueno, este gol, imaginaos, al inicio del segundo tiempo, ya yendo perdiendo por recibir este mazazo, pues hace que cambie todo lo que seguramente habían hablado en el descanso. Por lo tanto, bueno, la respuesta de Iago Arrasate ha sido poner a estos 4 jugadores que he citado a calentar, y esperemos si así cambia algo.
Vamos a ver, Alberto, porque bueno, tú como entrenador, claro, llegar del descanso, llegas que habéis repasado las cosas que no se han hecho bien, habéis repasado lo que se tiene que cambiar, ¿no? Y te encuentras con ese gol, y además no solamente el gol, y es que el Espanyol también, ya Copeta ha cortado bien, ¿no? Porque Alejo a la primera también hubiera podido tener una oportunidad clara delante de Dominic Grave. Pero bueno, 2-0, hay partido por delante, se puede remontar, pero es complicado, ¿no? Se tiene que cambiar alguna cosa.
Sí, a ver, al final el gol creo que llega de una pérdida en campo rival, que nos coge con el equipo muy abierto. Al final es difícil defender esas situaciones, ellos han tenido acierto y me da la sensación de que Grave no ve salir el balón en el disparo y se tira un poquito tarde por eso, porque no le está tapando a alguien.
Era complicado, como dices, Alberto, sí.
Es una jugada muy difícil de defender, dado que te han pillado con el equipo volcado en ataque, con el equipo muy abierto. a partir de aquí, con los cambios que parece que está preparando Arrasate, con lo que ha comentado Damián, creo que se puede cambiar aquí ahora bastante un poco la manera de jugar, la manera de afrontar esta nueva situación, porque al final ahora se da un nuevo contexto, 2-0, no tienes mucho que perder. Creo que es cuestión de afrontarlo ahora yendo a buscar.
Bueno, sin miedo, ¿no?
Sin miedo.
Ya estás perdiendo en el marcador y ahora es sin miedo. A tirarse, a volcarse hacia arriba y a jugar. Atención desde la izquierda, perdón, porque quiere jugar Mojica. Intentaba enviar la rasa. Estaba Omar ahí. Y el balón será el córner. Tocado el 23 del Español.
Sí, ahora con los cambios, si suceden, creo que se volverá el partido un poquito más desordenado, un poquito más de caos, un poquito más de ida y vuelta, ocasiones. Y bueno, tal vez nos interesa ahora ese nuevo contexto. Ojalá nos sea favorable.
Desde la izquierda, el balón que se pasea por dentro del área. No ha llegado nadie, no ha llegado nadie.
Aunque ha señalado una falta.
Ha señalado la falta, ahora lo he visto. La cámara ha enfocado el momento en que el árbitro silbaba, porque en ese momento estaban enfocando el balón. Y al final se ha enfocado la falta. Vemos el gol, Lástima porque era, claro, Carlos Romero. A ver si el Mallorca puede reaccionar. Y puede... Dime, Damián.
No, que también se ha sumado al calentamiento a Don Prats, por lo tanto están 5 hombres ejercitándose sobre la banda, justo enfrente de mi posición, en el medio campo, la mitad del medio campo donde ahora mismo defiende el Español y ataca el Mallorca. Y bueno, pues uno más, Adón, que ejerce de líder, que también pues animando a los que están calentando, que se salgan enchufados, y sobre todo con un mensaje que destaco, que queda tiempo, así que
sí, vamos,
así que bueno, que salgan enchufados, porque esto hay tiempo para darle la vuelta, al menos rascar un punto.
Sí, a ver, hay mucho tiempo, estamos en el 51. A ver, yo sí tengo que elegir. Es verdad que duele decirlo, pero prefiero que me marquen al inicio de la segunda.
There we are. Apologies for.
Que no te marquen en el 90 y pico, cuando prácticamente
There was a slight technical issue there and a slight bit of silence, and we do apologize for the loss of transmission in English. But we are now back and providing the English commentary for the game. Thank you, technical team, for sorting. We are with a phone-in currently, and Real Mallorca. The point that Real Mallorca have it in their hands. It's up to them to make the ability and the change here. There needs to be something a bit more than there is currently. We need to see the touch in the jewels, the wanton desire to make the difference. You can see things have changed slightly as they're trying to get forward. They're trying to get into the opposition's area. You can see Real Mallorca are pushing there with them trailing. We need... Look, the host needs their 3 points. They are in a difficult position. And we obviously don't want to lose. We are up for this, and we've been on a good run, and we want to continue that. But we've got to really search for it now. We've really got to dig deep and try and get ourselves back into this. Copete. Bringing the ball forward there. Carl Larin looking out Sergio Gomez. Omar picking the ball up to the right. Copete. Back to Copete. Sergio Dada looking to try and bring something. And we're in a foul. But he's in the move. Cardona breaking and getting forward. Unable to get. And that's a shot. And wow, fantastic save. Dominic Dreef. Wow. To prevent Cardona there. That is a great save. The ball breaking, a quick turnover possession, and the host hitting us on the counter. as Dominic Grief gets down well there to make a fantastic save and prevents the ball getting into the corner. And a third goal from RCD Espanyol. Is a player you need to be careful of and wary of. From this attack. Now the first change as well from the hosts. Manuel Sanchez there, coming on the corner as he gets prepared, and Dominic Grave there taking the corner. And no, it's not. The hosts continue to insist that the ball still loose. RCD Espanyol managed to get back on the ball. Alejo. Dynamic of the game has changed totally. As the ball arrives to Juan Garcia, Real Mallorca recovering. There's Mojica. Remains on the floor. Joffre was the one there that potentially made the foul. You see, he just touches him and makes contact. Okay, he's not happy. He's not happy with the... And it looks also down a technical area that there could be a triple change. Heading over, hovering over the bench and looking like they're stripping off is Abdon and Valerie. And we've not just seen there. And that's the yellow card there from Mojica. It looks like the foul was made on Joffre, who's still not happy about the challenge, as both players were on the pitch there, on the floor, sorry, there, with Mojica protesting, obviously, the booking. But that there looks like it's going to be the first booking of the game. And Tony Lato as well, also getting himself ready by the looks of things, too, on the bench. Mark Dominic as well, preparing himself. It looks like it could be 4 changes to follow. And what do you think of the changes? Well, we need to change things because what we're doing right now, it isn't working. We have to analyze it why, but later. But right now, there's a good amount of time. It still waits, and we've got to change something. Let's see. Now, going out wide to the right. Oh. Navarro on the ball. Be able to bring it down and play it in. But on the 10 out wide. 30 yards there. Just putting into the heart of the box there, but obviously the Espanyol clear and it's out wide again to the left. Omar recovering the ball, bringing it forward. Maffeo on it. Now Mojica picking up, giving it to Sergio Copete. Back to Sergio Dada. Looking for Robert Navarro. They're switching it in. But covered there by 3 players from the opposition, and it's gone back in to the left. And
el balón lo
again,
termina, intentaba salvarlo Samu Costa,
into the
termina tocando un jugador
center of the box, but just no one there.
de banda para el Mallorca cuando hay cambios
And
y hay pitos. Damián, ¿quién es el
that
que entra y quién es el que sale?
has just gone out of play. And now Real Mallorca will make their changes, as there are plenty of whistles now as Sergio Dada, a former player of RCD Espanyol, heads off. Dani Rodriguez heads to the bench. Two more changes still await us, with Valery and Tony Lasso there on the sidelines looking ready and set. As Mojica and Navarro head off. So that in total is Mojica, Dani Rodriguez, Sergio Dada, and Navarro heading off. And Abdon Pratt, Chiquinho.
Estos son los cambios efectuados por parte de Yago Barrasate y Alberto.
Bueno, cambios que
te pregunto, sí,
dejan claras las intenciones del equipo ahora, ¿no?
Atención, el saque de banda. Atención a las manos de Joan García. El saque desde la banda de Pablo Mafeo y el remate de cabeza. Un centro de Pablo Mafeo con las manos fuerte y potente que ha terminado rematando, si no voy equivocado, a Don Prats y directamente a las manos de Joan García. Buena reacción del Mallorca a estos cambios. Lo que decías, Alberto.
Sí, creo que estos cambios dejan claras las intenciones. Ha sacado 3 jugadores de ataque. Ha hecho un cambio pieza por pieza en el lateral izquierdo. O sea que creo que vamos a ver un Mallorca algo más directo, con algo de prisa por generar ocasiones, por llegar a la portería rival. Y bueno, a ver si encontramos ese gol que nos acerca un poquito más a igualar el resultado.
Vamos a ver.
Cuando hay amarilla para Samu Costa,
sí,
la segunda del partido, la segunda para un futbolista del Mallorca. Voy a repasar porque Samu ya es la tercera amarilla que ve, ¿eh? Así
sí,
que está a 2 de estar sancionado.
Sí, bueno, y la amarilla es porque se enfada, ¿no? Porque el árbitro le silba la falta y él entiende que no, que él tenía el balón entre las botas y que no, y es por una protesta que le saca la amarilla a Samu Costa. Enfadado el portugués. Cuando el español, que la juega en largo, intentaban combinar ahí por Peramilla, que no lo ha conseguido. Ahora es el Mallorca, Samu Costa, en 3/4 de campo, combinando y circulando el cuero. Omar Mascarell abriendo a la izquierda, el balón dentro del área, la tiene Larin. Intentaba deshacerse de su marcador, era complicado porque estaba cerca de la jugada y el balón será el saque de banda para el Mallorca. Cae Larin desde el pico del área, desde la izquierda, cambia el juego hacia el medio para Raillo para Copete, avanzando, ahí está, la pedía Tony Lato, recibe otra vez Copete, la sigue pidiendo ahí Tony Lato, que está solo, pero el Mallorca, que no lo termina de ver claro, juegan hacia atrás, reculando, y recibe Samu Costa en su propio campo. Raillo tocando ahí para Pablo Mafeo. Pablo Mafeo intentaba jugar de primeras con Chiquinho, que Kumbuya le termina haciendo falta a Chiquinho. Chiquinho se levanta, una falta. Bueno, no, al final no han pitado la falta. El balón ha terminado saliendo. Parecía que a priori y a principio iban a pitar la falta el colegiado, y al final ha silbado el saque de banda. Ahora otra vez falta sobre un jugador del Español tendido en el suelo, y hay amarilla para Chiquinho, que enfadado entre la primera, que reclamaba la falta, y el árbitro ha indicado el saque de banda, y ahora esta, que tampoco está del todo contento, pues se lleva la tarjeta amarilla Chiquinho, que recién acaba de entrar en el terreno del juego
Sí, por protestar, básicamente.
Sí.
Es que está habiendo cierto enfado por parte del Mallorca, tanto jugadores como también Yago Arrasate, miembros del banquillo, por las continuas interrupciones. Ya no solo eso, sino lo que tarda el Español en volver a poner el balón en juego.
Sí, es que prácticamente, bueno, es que el partido está la mitad de veces parado, ¿eh? Cuidado, atención, es Alex. Alex intentaba combinar hacia el medio para Alejo. ¿Recupera quién? El Español. Ha recuperado Joffre. Alex de primeras la pone para Pere Milla. Ahí está, sigue Alex, intentaba llegar Carlos Romero. La combinación ahí entre Pere Milla, que bueno, el pase de Pere Milla dentro del área es muy bueno, pero también es mejor la defensa de Raello. Ahora la falta sobre Pablo Maffeo en 3/4 de campo y la tarjeta amarilla para el hombre que estábamos comentando que le había dado el pase, Pere Milla.
Eso es, y ya va a poner el balón, presumiblemente a la olla, Chiquiño.
Vamos a ver el centro de Chiquiño, si puede meterle veneno a ese balón. El centro de Chiquiño, vamos a ver con qué termina. Estamos ya en el 66, pasando pocas cosas. Eso le conviene al Español. El centro de Chiquiño en el corazón del área, la termina sacando el Español. Le cae a Toni Lato, abriendo a la izquierda. Sigue atacando el Mallorca, el balón dentro. No ha podido llegar nadie. Recupera, atención, Toni Lato. Intentaba poner el centro otra vez en el corazón del área. Y el último en tocarla, dice el colegiado, que es un jugador del Español y será el córner que lo va a poner Chiquiño. Se quejaban de un manotazo de Toni Lato. Era Paul Lozano, si no me fallan las cuentas, que se quejaba del manotazo de Toni Lato. Chiquiño que va a poner el córner, 66-67 ya.
Corners siempre peligrosos.
Vamos a ver, Chiquiño, que la va a poner dentro del área. La pone en el corazón del área, el disparo, el remate, Kailari. Gol, 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 gol. Estamos en el 67, hay partido. Kailari que pone el 2-1 en el marcador. Recoge el balón el Mallorca y se plantan en el círculo central. Quiere más el conjunto de Yago Arrasate. 2-1. Queríamos una reacción. Queríamos que el equipo se echara arriba y lo acaba de hacer con alguna fortuna en ese disparo, pero también juega un papel fundamental la fortuna para el Mallorca. Marca Kailari, el centro con veneno de Chiquiño, lo hace perfecto. Español 2, estamos cerquita, estamos solo a un gol y queda mucho. Mallorca 1.
Y es el segundo gol de Kailani en lo que llevamos de temporada, que se suma a Dani Rodríguez y Valeri como máximos artilleros en lo que llevamos de curso.
Apologies there for the technical issues again. We are back after the team working as hard as ever, and that looks like a goal there. One ball back there by a Caroline. Didn't just confirm this, but 2-1 the hosts now lead. Joel Larin, the scorer of the goal that gets us back into this game. And the header there from Joel Larin. Everyone happy there, and we see closer over now to the objective. As now head back into
dada su situación en Liga y en la tabla clasificatoria, creo que con bastante tensión, con bastante miedo a perder esos 3 puntos que parecía que tenía bastante afianzados y que ahora, bueno, tiene que pasar el tiempo y ver qué pasa.
Vamos a ver.
Need to see what happens now with a lot of the goals. But we've got a lot to play for still. And as Alberto said, now the game is a bit more open. What do we hear from pitch side? Samuel back in the back. In, are a bit more animated
que
as
el
a
equipo
result
está cerca.
of the
El
goal.
equipo solo está
And
a
back
un
in it,
gol. Vamos a ver.
back
Saque de banda
in it.
largo otra vez en el corazón del área. No la puede tocar. Ahí está el capitán. Al
All
final el
goes
balón
back
suelto.
into
Hay
the box
peligro. Lo va a
and
recuperar otra vez. Sigue
again,
Mafeo en la frontal
but
del área. Sigue Mafeo.
the
Se lleva una tarra.
was able to
Balón
clear it
hacia
on his
ahora.
part as
El español
Matteo,
quiere correr el
who
conjunto de Manolo González. Pero le saca la dirección prohibida. Le
now
saca
the
el
host
stop.
back on the ball
Para
are looking
aprovechar
to
el Mallorca que
carry the
sigue
ball
con el
out
juego. Pero el conjunto local que quiere
on
insistir.
the
Insiste
hands
por esa banda
of
izquierda, donde
we
está Pere
continue
Villa. Pere
to
Villa que le dice
insist
no la
and
quiero. Se la
and
devuelven a Pere Villa que
pressure
la
on the
pisa.
host
Levanta la
players.
cabeza. No ve a nadie. Juega hacia atrás para Carlos Romero. Recupera quién. Carlos Romero la termina perdiendo. No. Pere Villa estaba atento a ese balón dividido.
Merrill now.
También el jugador con
Ball.
el dorsal número 17. Joffre quien la recupera. La termina perdiendo. Vuelve a recuperar el Mallorca que cambia el juego
Now
de la derecha a la izquierda. Ahí está Valery. Valery que tiene ese estado de
Valerie
gracia que nos gusta.
get out
Valery que
there
la juega para Tony Lato. Tony Lato se le escapa el balón,
and
pero
I
el
can do
último en tocarla, amigos. Pues no, el
ball.
último en tocarla parece que ha sido el mismo Tony Lato. Y será el
But
saque de
unable
portería para Joan
to
García.
get down that flank there as the last touch seemed to take Tony Latter and the ball goes out of play. Well, the game has changed entirely, hasn't it? Yeah, it really has. It really has. Now, it's a step forward, and the game now is less comfortable for the host. We'll have to see. We'll have to see in the last 20 minutes here. Let's see if we can maintain this rhythm because it's going well. Going well. The changes appear to have revolutionized and reinvigorated Real Mallorca. That's exactly what I was about to ask. I don't know if there's something in the stands there, but we will see as we are getting behind the side. The referee there just with the medical team in case something has happened. The game has stopped for the moment as we don't quite know what is happening. We can see just the players have now got nearer their managers as the game paused and they are speaking between themselves on in circumstances and what could potentially change in the game. Now, the changes which we've seen so far around Mallorca have just given them a push of energy, a little bit of something. And yeah, look, the structure's changed. A canted a number of offensive players that can do things differently and change the game for Real Mallorca. And if we are efficient in the final areas, I think there are areas and ways we can get back into this and at full level. Now, Real Mallorca have certainly shown they are capable of that. Now, Damien, do you know what happened now? No? We think it's something that potentially happened in the stands there, but nothing to do with insults or shouts or anything like that, is it? No, I don't know. I couldn't tell you just yet, honestly. I will need to confirm. But whatever is the issue, it's a delicate thing as the game was paused. So while the game is not sure, let's just wait until we find out. We're able to get confirmation. Let's not speculate as to what happened there. But a pause in the game. Now there was a medical intervention there in the stands, and yeah, there seems to have just gone out an announcement to say everyone's going to stay and maybe sat in their seats. So we'll see. We'll see what the game now in the 74th minute. And Espanyol making a change there. Lozano coming off. China coming on there, and it's an offensive change. Yes, Espanyol, as we said before, are a team that need the 3 points from their point of view. They to better put themselves in a position for the season. But I think they'll be thinking that there was an error there made, and they need to change things as well as on the back foot. So, ball into the area there. Mascarell with the game now restarted. Ball directly there. Carlos Romero trying to find Shakira there with the ball very close and very alive as well. Real Mallorca. Very picking the ball up wide. Carl there on the right now picking up for the hosts. Joffrey now on the ball, finishing on the floor. But, wow, good. And calmness back there as Cortez on the ball. Altareo and Pablo Maffeo there looking for Chiquinho, and again, unable to find him. And Romero making a foul there in the middle of the park. As Samu Costa for one fouled. Looks like it's a foul, but nothing that will bother the goal of Juan Garcia there. It's a bit far out. Let's see. Damian, do you still feel confident? Without doubt. Without doubt. We've seen some changes and it's changed the game, but of course I maintain the faith. How about you, Alberto? Yes, of course. I always have faith. Well, these guys are confident and still have their faith as we are now in the 76th minute entering towards the area as Carl Larin is on the ball. Touching here. 1-2s. You to me to you. And out to the right. Tony Lato there. Just trying to battle for the ball as it was a bit loose. And there is a yellow card for Omar Mascarell, unfortunately. Chiquinho. The ball went out there, and Omar Mascarell there making the foul and booked for it too. The hosts taking their time here as they look to kill off minutes in the game. But Manu Morlanes looks like he's preparing himself there and is pulled up to the sideline there, the number 8 for Real Mallorca. So surely, Damien, that'll be for Omar Mascarell, no? Yeah, I think so. It could possibly be for him, but potentially also for Samu. Because Samu might just be carrying something small. I think it'll be Omar, though, because he's pushing. He's got something a bit more attacking about him, too. But what do you think? I have my doubts. I think it probably is Omar as well. But it's about whether he wants to look after the ball or we're gonna see. We're gonna see if it's for Omar. It looks like it's for Omar. Chiquinho now picked up the ball again. Real Mallorca quickly. Chiquinho's on the ball, looking to play forward. Ball top there. Looking. Chiquinho again chasing. But Kumbuya, the goal scorer, making a foul and there's no foul given. Chiquinho remains on the floor, but you think there was no foul given. It looked like a two players sort of coming together. That probably wasn't a foul, but there was definitely physicality there, and there was contact there near the penalty area. Don't think it was quite enough to give the penalty, but that's on Masquerade. He's come off there and made the change. So Masquerade has come off there for Manu Morales. So no penalty given, and the game continues as Morales enters the fray. Now, it looked like a dangerous play, didn't it? Yeah, absolutely. He had all the advantage there, and he's probably looking for the foul, but it's coming together. It was not voluntary. It was no one was in his hand. I don't think foul. Well, play on, and we are now here in the RCD Espanyol entering the final 10 minutes of the game. And we have to remain faithful. And why not? As time ticks on. Naren now getting the ball. I pass back from the box. Just unable to remain in possession. Grief. Now they're coming off line to pick the ball up early and get ahead of the play, seeing the danger and snuffing it out as RCD Espanyol continue to look to break and cause us problems. But that's been the theme of the game, hasn't it, really? Quick turnover on possession and head towards goal and see if anything can happen, but few chances between either side. But they know Real Mallorca are going to attack with as many players coming forward as well, and that obviously comes with its risks as the visitors look to pull a goal back, and they're going to be a bit more vertical, a bit more direct in the way they play, and you can almost guess and understand and analyse how Real Mallorca are going to come in the last 10 minutes looking for a leveller. The visitors appear to be making a double substitution there and heading off is El Hilale and Joffre, and in their place Roca and Calero. Now, analysing this, it's a defensive change, and in this change, they look like they're sort of looking to conserve their lead. Manolo Gonzalez there, just making a double change, looking to see out the 3 points from the RCD Espanyol perspective. We'll see what sort of effect that has on the game. Now we enter the 83rd minute as play resumes. Now, Espanyol have the ball in the central midfield area, and it's out to the left. Mia. And there, a foul there. Mia. It's gone directly into the ball, directly into the box, and in to the hands of Dominic Grief there. Manu Morales picking the ball up there from a quick release, driving it forward. Manuel Molanes there. Trying to pick up Tony Lato there, getting the ball on the wide flank there. Just trying. There you go. That's throw in there. As the host look to continue to kill time with just over 5 minutes of regulatory time remaining. We are now at a point in the game where Mallorca has to get the goal back and level the tie. Now we're in the ball goes into the danger area. Kyle Larin, there's Abdon, Chiquinho, all just escaping each out now to the right. It's yours, it's mine, it's yours. And it goes back out to the right. And to Pablo Maffeo. But will it come into something? It looks like just not. And looks like there's a foul in the favour of RCD Espanyol, Samuel Costa there. Pleading his case for foul on Glamia, looks like, from Samuel Costa. Didn't look like it was too intentional. However, he's also talking to assistants over the foul to understand better the foul, but it's obvious that the hosts are looking to kill time here. And Antonio Aurelio talking to the referee there, and the referee communicating to remain calm, pointing to his watch, saying there will be time that gets added. We'll see how much will go on after there was a small break in the game, as we lost a few minutes there. And we'll need to see if we can level it in that time and see what we can bring in that time too. Alberto, what do you think? Give me two players two players which stand out to you, Alberto. There's been a lot of sort of defensive work gone in there. I will say Samuel Costa at the ball has been good today. Also, one of the central players there, one of the central defenders have both been on the game. I'm going to say Pablo Maffeo. I think he's not stopped all game. He's contrived the whole game. And to you, David, I think Chiquinho, he was a key part of the goal. And since coming on, he's been trying to make the difference. But I think he's been one of the players that has done the most in the final third to find something. Ball goes up top. Foul. After comments from our colleague there, Damien. Foul on Chiquinho there. Yeah. The culprit, it appears, Pablo Maffeo. Standing over it. 88 minutes. He's going to put it in the danger area, and it's away. It looks like players have come together. It's Rayo speaking with Juan Garcia there. I don't think there was anything untowards in that action. Rayo just trying to get the header there, but he's obviously taking a bit of a hit there. It's another foul in favour of RCD Espanyol, and I think the assistants are now heading onto the pitch to provide attention. There's a yellow card for Abdon there as well, demonstrating with the referee. But there's no play. 11 minutes added on there at the end as we reach the 90th minute. So that'll be 11 minutes of additional time for us to search for an equalizer. But it may get prolonged to 12 because Valero's up. But there's another break here. So they'll have to add this time on as well. So while that is 11 minutes added on, you've got to take into account the break we've just had now. So we'll see. I think there's always a case to be made for trying to waste time in injury time if you're ahead. But minutes get added on, and it could be an error as these times are added back on at the end. It's not 11 minutes. It's more symbolic, isn't it, in the sense that there's more time to be added if there are more breaks in that injury time. There's always that average before, which is around 3 minutes. And, well, let's see what can be done in the 11 minutes that Chiquinho gets into the area and just it's a good save. Juan Garcia looking like it's a corner there from Chiquinho. I didn't want it. Chiquinho coming alive, as is Real Mallorca. Chiquinho on the right. Players there for players attentive as the corner set up. They are getting forward to join the attack as cross goes in. Tony Lato there, putting it into the box. Looking for Rayo again. Tony Lato. Copete. Going across the box, almost away. Back into the danger area. Oh. It looks like Rayo's become, where's a striker? Rayo, the striker, the centre forward, the target man up top. Dominic, all the way back now to Dominic Grave. And I'm going to see what happens here. Seeing if that's another corner. If it took another touch off one of the host players. We're now into the sort of emotional part of the game, should we say, that these minutes ticking away and whatever's because there's opportunities for errors, second plays, second balls. These parts of the games can either give you a prize because there's chaos in these last minutes, as well as control. So we'll see what can come in these additional 11 minutes for the time being. Samuel Costa in the sort of final third of the pitch, looking to break the lines. He's lost it, but he's won it back again quite quickly. Pablo Maffeo trying to get the ball into the box again, but just coming together of heads there and away. Tony Lato on the left now with the ball, looking Pablo Maffeo again on the right to Chiquinho. looking to beat his man, looking to just beat the marker there, but just unable to make space for himself. And there is a corner and back into Pablo Maffeo, it looks like. Pablo Maffeo into the box. And the RCD Espanyol bench very animated as they're calling for a foul. But got it back again well. Copete just taking care of it there. This is exactly what you expect from RCD Espanyol as they look to break up the play. Copete. Bring it forward. Player down there. Breaking the play again as Espanyol looking to just break it up still. Pablo Maffeo back on his feet. But another break in the play. And referee blows his whistle there. Look, every side plays their hand, right? And these guys are doing everything they can to get the 3 points. Now, Carlo Romero to the left. Costa looking to try and get hold of it. Carl there, looking to try and get into the box of Real Mallorca. The hosts get forward. Just gonna sit up there to Espanyol. But again, always out of play. There's no time to waste. Us back in possession from the throw-in. Manu Malares into Carl Larin. Looking down the right-hand side. Samuel Costa getting it up, head up to Chiquinho. He's taking it forward, carrying it. He continues to carry it, driving at his man, getting into the box. It's down. A player. Chiquinho looks like he's down there and he's been essentially fouled. But there needs to be a potential VAR review of that. So let's wait. Let's wait there as Aton now in the box as Chiquinho again. Two players coming across well there to defend. But let's see if there's going to be a review of that. Of Chiquinho there. A possible foul. I don't know if there's going to be a review. But the whole bench there got up to protest. I think it was an action that probably really was at least worth reviewing. Chiquinho. But it looks the way he went down. But the game continues. In the 98th minute, a goal down. RCD Espanyol 2-1 up. Tony Lato again picking the ball up, trying to find someone in the box, but no one is there for him. No one was there to connect with the cross that went into the box. And Juan Garcia is able to pick up the ball now. Garcia going to take his time. Juan Garcia going to take his time with this. The ball having gone out of play from the cross. From one area to another, the ball is launched forward. Dominic is able to pick it up and Could this be the ultimate, the last play of the game? As there are seconds left on the clock. May just be it. Full. Me are there. Espanyol just taking it forward. Yeah, getting the ball into the box, it's going down. Marianne. Looking back now. Mallorca. Back in position, Molanes driving with the ball. Trying to bring it forward as we throw a last forward offense. And there's Tony Lato out on the left, breaking forward, pushing into the area. Goes to Abdon in the box. Just the corner. Dominic Grieve joining, heading up for this. That's a corner. It is a corner. Dominic Grieve now heading up and moving. Getting up. The ball goes in. And it's cleared, and the whistle goes immediately. The whistle goes immediately after that. And that is that. On match day 9, Real Mallorca fall to a 2-1 defeat against RCD Espanyol. Real Mallorca have fought there to the end, but the host made it very difficult for them. Since the restart, while we were able to cut the distance and pull a goal back through Carl Larian, they just couldn't get level. How have you seen the game? What are your thoughts? It's a shame. It's a shame that 3 points have got away from us, because I thought, when we got the goal back, it could have been different. But we've just not been able to make enough sort of chances or do a lot of damage. And the hosts haven't done much to us. Now, I think, there was goals and penalties. It's difficult to generate chances. But I think we've improved in the second half. We've got balls through the line. But RCD Espanyol have sort of dropped off slightly, lowered the pressure in the final thirds and invited on, and it was a bit more chaotic towards the end. But I think a draw would have been a bit of a fairer result. But I just think we were just missing the finer details in the final third to achieve that. Lauren, 37. Game, how it is finished. The data here in front of me. In general, 29, 33%, 39% of possession for RCD Espanyol. We've had a lot more of the ball there in attack. 8 shots from Espanyol, 7 from Mallorca. 3 of those were on target from for RCD Espanyol, 5 for Real Mallorca. In the number of passes, 280 passes completed by RCD Espanyol, 414 from RCD Mallorca. Now, remember, in the first half, we weren't able to really create too much, or we weren't able to get a shot on target for John Garcia, so it was a total change in the second half. Yeah, it was. It was a completely different sort of showing in the second half. I think that was due to the reaction and changes. But I think with that, and the changes. We lost a bit of being scared of making a mistake and really going for it, and it was a bit more chaotic moving forward as we sort of created and had more chances or were able to test the opposition goalkeeper a bit more. Now, we were saying that what we would have to change something at half time, and I think that's one of the things that you take away, which is positive, was we came out. We came out a new side, not being 1-0 down at the break, and I don't know what you thought because we conceded almost immediately after the break, and then we were always fighting and trying to come back after both breaks. And now we have Pablo Maffeo joining us. Yep, we are now with one of the sort of leading names of the game. It was a shame, wasn't it, Pablo? Yeah. I don't think in the first half you can choose like that. That's what's cost us there, and that's what's going to serve us. What did the immediate goal in the second half affect things? Yeah. To go down 2-0 in the firstly, at LaLiga is very difficult. We had to try and create goals to try and get level. The team improved though. The team improved after the changes, right? Yeah. I don't know if it's for the changes or how the game went, but we're a team. Some were selected, but I think it wasn't just because of the changes. It's because of all of us together. The defeats after 3 consecutive wins. It's not a bad place to be in, right? No. It's a good situation, but we were excited to come into this week, especially because the guys that have come to follow us today. I think because of that, we feel bad, but it's a long way to go, and we sort of were going to agree on having the points we got at this point in the stage of the season. At the start of the season, we would have taken it. I think the fans fantastic, right? Yeah. It just shows you're doing the right things, and that's something that I think they realise. We have to get back to it and recover and go to the next game now. One of the protagonists of today's game, Pablo Maffeo, there, just analysing the game. But again, it was a defensive, offensive. For where we are right now at this sort of point in the season, it's a tremendous place to be in, right? Yeah. We've given a lot. But we continue to wait for more players to come forward and have a chat. But let's have a chat with Damian first. I also just quickly want to, before going back to Damian there, to speak with more players, I want to speak more with you. Now, what were your thoughts on the game? Because it was a game where the ball went to and fro a bit, back and forth. It wasn't a straightforward game, and we weren't able in the first half, as I said, to get shots on goal in the first half, and in the second half we were able to. Now, Pablo Maffeo was sort of saying that wasn't, that going 2-0 down, it costs, and it will eventually cost you in LaLiga. Now, what are your thoughts on that? Now, I think as he sort of said there, and as you said there as well, that no shots at goal in the first half. I mean, well, it doesn't give you the greatest sort of feeling at the break, as it just shows there wasn't enough just in the final third there, the presence for us. but I was very impressed with the reaction after the second RCD Espanyol goal. It was a very even first half. It was a very but to talk and analyze the game, the rhythm of the game, especially the first half, was very equal. It was a high level of game, and while there wasn't a great deal of action at either end, from what I've seen and what I've seen from this RCD Espanyol side is win the ball and take the ball into spaces. Now there isn't too much more than we've seen from RCD Espanyol today, and practically that was the first goal which really happened was essentially went into the ball and well, and the second goal has been a counter attack after the ball was sort of won there, and they were able to score. If I'm not mistaken, Joffrey was the one that got the goal in the end. But I mean, how do you see it in that sense? I think we are a bit hard done by the result there. It's a tough situation for those guys. I mean, they're towards the bottom end of the table, and they've really got to push for it, right? And they need these 3 points. And playing at home in front of your fans, it favours you. And to play in this way and to try and get ahead in the game like this, it's not easy. But like I said, I think a draw would have been fair, but that's what we're there. But we stay with the result which we've got today, and that is what it is. And was a totally different first half to the second, and it sort of cost us a bit. And that's something which Pablo said, and that's something which Pablo sort of outlined. And we didn't have anything to lose. We tried getting forward, and there's a lot of times when you try to get forward and nothing to lose, and you've got to just try things. You've got to try things to be different and try and get goals and attacks in the final third. Now, Mallorca made changes. They changed the profile. They put fresh legs on. They did things differently. Now, with someone like Abdon came on, gave a different sort of direction, different sort of pace, and we had a bit more forward passes, and we were able to generate chances in the second half. We had the chances, but I'm going to repeat myself here a bit. But in the defeats, I think the most positive thing was we saw a good reaction to the second goal. We didn't drop our heads. A lot of times when that happens, and you're losing 2-0 and the heads drop. And we've not seen that today. We've seen a side that every time tried. I think mentally we're a strong side. I think we really value that sort of mental strength of the players we have. This is a tough place to come to. We haven't won, as we said, when was it? From the 2010 to 11 season. Well, look, you're trying here at a stadium where it's not easy, and sometimes it doesn't go right, and sometimes it doesn't go the way you want it to. But one thing was to try and still win, which they did. Espanyol pressed really high. The team, as you said, tried to drive it forward themselves, but pegged back slightly by that pressure. We were trying to be brave with it. And when the ball was sort of stuck back there, I think that's where the team suffered a bit. We were strongly pressed.
ventaja y
There
hacerles al
appears to
Español
be
entonces
a slight
jugar por
technical
detrás, protegerles en la red
difficulty
central, en
as
primera línea y luego ya vendrán
sound
a presionar. Y lo
has
que pasa es que hemos sido muy previsibles,
departed.
que ellos lo han sabido ver, lo han interpretado bien y nos han apretado.
Ahora tenemos a Copete, a los micrófonos, Damián, cuando quieras.
Sí, ya estamos con José Copete. ¿Qué tal, Copete? Muy buenas. ¿Qué valoración haces del partido de hoy?
Bueno, nos vamos descontentos a casa, ¿no? Al final veníamos aquí en busca de los 3 puntos, a seguir sumando. No ha podido ser. Yo creo que hemos hecho una mala primera parte, donde hemos cometido muchos errores, hemos perdido muchas segundas jugadas. Bueno, no nos ha salido el trabajo que veníamos trabajando durante la semana. El Español ha sido mejor y ha sido mejor y bueno, pues cuando regalas entre comillas una primera parte o lo regalas en sí, después te cuesta mucho, ¿no? Encima salimos la segunda parte y encajamos ese segundo gol tan tempranero. Bueno, es difícil a partir de ahí. Me quiero quedar con la actitud después del equipo de cómo lo intenta a pesar de 2-0 hasta el final. Bueno, me quiero quedar con eso y que nos sirva de autocrítica para mirar para lo siguiente.
Sí, porque Pablo ha dicho que la primera parte quizá ha lastrado un poco y también ese gol en los primeros minutos de la segunda, pero ¿qué es lo que más te ha gustado del partido, Copete?
Bueno, me quiero quedar, yo te digo, con sobre todo esa actitud y esas ganas y ese no dar por perdido el partido hasta el último minuto del equipo a pesar de ir 2-0, que bueno, era un marcador complicado y aún así nos ponemos con el 2-1 ahí con el gol de Kyle y estamos intentando hasta el final. Me quiero quedar con eso, me quiero quedar con que sé que hay un gran grupo ahí en el vestuario y sé que vamos a hacer todos autocríticas de este partido. Y que bueno, hay que seguir trabajando, hay que currar y ahora descansar y a pensar el siguiente.
Y sobre todo no dramatizar, ¿no?, con la derrota porque bueno, el equipo llegaba en buena dinámica y ahora nos parece que todo sea malo por una derrota.
No, está claro, al final, bueno, esto es fútbol, sabemos que lo que estábamos haciendo, nos veníamos de 3 victorias seguidas y que es difícil, ¿no? Al final hoy te das cuenta también que vienes al campo como el Español y que cuesta ganar. Valoremos lo que habíamos hecho antes, que hagamos autocrítica del partido de hoy. Yo creo que es un poco la mezcla que hay que hacer y a seguir currando como lo estás haciendo y a por otra.
Y a la última, Copete, tú personalmente, ¿cómo te estás encontrando?
Bien, yo creo que bien. Bueno, los últimos partidos el míster me está dando más protagonismo desde la titularidad y lo estoy intentando aprovechar de la mejor forma posible, trabajando, intentando demostrarle al míster que estoy listo y bueno, ahí estoy para lo que haga falta para el equipo.
Perfecto, Copete, muchas gracias.
Gracias.
Las palabras de Copete, que bueno, un poco lo que estábamos comentando, ¿no? Y sobre todo yo creo que hay que concienciar a todos los mallorquinistas, que yo creo que están más que concienciados, ¿no? Es que lo que ha dicho antes Damián, ni antes éramos tan buenos ni ahora somos tan malos, ¿no? Porque a veces cuando llega la derrota, es más, Yago Barrasate lo decía en la previa del partido de hoy, ¿no? Que a ver si concienciaba a los jugadores o en el momento, ¿no?, de la derrota, porque muchas veces cuando estás en esa ola positiva y llega la derrota, pues a veces pues te metes en un túnel que no tiene salida. Pero bueno, yo creo que con el trabajo que se está haciendo y todo lo que se está demostrando, el equipo tiene crédito suficiente y no hay que dramatizar.
No, yo creo que la cosa es encontrarle una lectura positiva a esta derrota, encontrar los puntos donde hemos fallado y ajustar todo aquello que te pueda llevar a mejorar lo que hemos visto. Pero ni muchísimo menos me voy con una sensación negativa. El equipo está en un buen momento, compite y a veces se gana, a veces se pierde, forma parte del fútbol y creo que los pequeños detalles marcan mucho las diferencias. Entonces, en líneas generales el equipo pues ha competido, ha luchado hasta el final y si se hubiera encontrado con un gol favorable como se han encontrado ellos, seguramente la dirección del partido hubiera sido completamente otra. Entonces creo que no es algo a tener en cuenta, hay que seguir y hay que confiar que tenemos un gran equipo.
Lectura positiva después de 3 victorias seguidas del Mallorca, hoy llega a su fin. Pero bueno, yo creo que quién nos diría también, Alberto, que lo analizábamos en el principio, en la previa, ¿no?, que bueno, llegábamos a esos 3 partidos y los encarábamos pues con esa incertidumbre, ¿no?, de decir, bueno, ¿cómo los afrontamos, no? ¿Cómo van a venir? Porque estábamos acostumbrados a que la temporada pasada pues no nos terminaban de salir las cosas del todo bien fuera de casa. En cambio nos hemos encontrado pues de 3 partidos fuera de casa, 2 victorias y una derrota con la de hoy. Yo lo hubiera firmado en el mismo momento que me lo hubieran dicho de 3 partidos, ganar 2, sobre todo.
Todos lo hubiéramos firmado.
Partidos complicados como son Betis, Valladolid, Español, que lo hemos dicho también en la previa. Yo creo que el Español no había que los datos decían unas cosas, pero era un equipo que si mirabas los partidos te competía todos los partidos y te luchaba todos los partidos. O sea, no era un rival que ibas a llegar allí y te ibas a pasear, ¿o no, Alberto?
Totalmente. Y en muchas ocasiones los resultados tampoco reflejan lo que se ha visto durante el partido.
Exacto.
Mucha igualdad, todos los equipos ahora mismo estamos al inicio, todos los equipos no quieren entrar en la zona baja y está muy disputado.
Damián, hubieras firmado tú también, ¿no? De 3 partidos fuera de casa, que siempre son los más complicados, ¿no? Ganar 2 de 3. Yo creo que todos hubiéramos firmado. Damián no está, ¿eh?
Un balance.
Ahora, Damián, no, vuelve a repetir que no te escuchábamos.
Sí, hola, ¿me escucháis ahora?
Sí, ahora sí.
Sorry, everyone. We decided to change now. Jose Conte joined us not long ago, and he outlined that while the team were disappointed to drop points and end the winning streak they had of 3 consecutive wins, losing today here against RCD Espanyol, what will stay with him was the reaction that the side had, having gone a further goal down minutes after the break. He said that after the goal had gone in, he was impressed with how his team reacted and how they fought, got back into it, but were just unable to draw level. And after that, he was asked how he's finding things, having had a bit more a consistent role in the side. He said he's feeling good. It is now about continuing to work as a group, and he will always try to help the team moving forward, whether he is in or out the side. And now we are back in the studio and having a bit of reaction and being joined by the live commentary team. And we'll switch back to that now.
Toca descansar y mejorar lo que hemos errado y preparar ya el siguiente partido ante el Rayo, pero teniendo en cuenta que tenemos ya más días para preparar y para descansar, que también lógicamente es importante.
Esperamos protagonistas quedarán pasar
We are waiting for some more players to join us as well. And what did you think of the players and the technical side? Yeah.
Perfecto, Damián, pues estamos pendientes ahí, como podéis ver con la ventanita, esperando protagonistas que lleguen en los micrófonos.
We are just waiting for a couple of more players to join us here at Play Red. And we're doing a bit of fan reaction. Yeah. Who was a stand-up there for you for this game? It was a special game for Sergio, right? Yeah. Yeah, it was a special game for Al returning home and coming to where he spent so much time and his former teammates. They had to be top form and prepared, but everything influences the preparation of a player and how they come into it. Alberto, how would you analyze? We're now joined by Arrasate.
Sí, ya estamos con Yago Arrasate. Yagoba, muy buenas. ¿Qué lectura haces del partido de hoy?
What are your thoughts on today's game? My thoughts are pretty simple. We weren't pretty flojo, pretty fluid. We saw a team, and after the changes, saw another team. We had more energy, more rhythm. We had a goal. We weren't able to get a second, unfortunately. It's very difficult to get 3 points in this division. Do you think it's the changes gave us a lot of differences here? To be honest, I'm not defending the team here. You could understand quickly. People are tired. They've been working hard to recharge the batteries. I think we need to be a better side moving forward. I'm not going to make it too dramatic, but you can't be too focused on the results, right? It's a bit of a equilibrium. You know, we've had three wins and now we've got a loss. In 70 minutes, we've not been at the level we need to be. We need to learn where we can improve and what we can do better. We've got more match days to do that, and we'll continue going forwards from there. Thank you, boss. Here we are. The thoughts of Arasate there. Why do you think the team were not good enough there? Why do you think that the team were? You know, Arasate said they were very flojo, okay, is a way of saying they're fluid, 100%. There were a few chances that they were trying their best to try and get great stuff, but it wasn't quite. They just missed the final detail in the final third to get something and score. They were trying things in the final third, but whatever it was, for some reason, it wasn't working. And when the changes came in, they looked fresher, they looked better, and they got a result too. Do you think the player? Do you think a lot of it they could do with a match in Canada of so many matches so back and forth? Yeah. Yeah, more players are getting more minutes now, but I think we should be able to recover and go again. This was one of the keys last year. We were able to come out better. There needs to be a bit more equilibrium in that. We need to make sure that when players that come off the bench come into it and give their best as well and are fully ready to go. We've got a lot of variation in the offensive area. There are players which we can change. We saw that with Chiquinho today. Someone who came in the second half and was able to offer something different. Have done. Chiquinho. I think Mojica coming off Lato gave us something really different. I thought he gave a lot moving forward, and I think he's got put across him for the goal, if I'm not correct. Chiquinho. What do you think of Chiquinho actually on that point? He's someone that came in and has shown a few things, right? Yeah. He's very direct. He comes out, gets the ball and drives forward. And I think in this sort of context, he'd be a player that sort of makes the difference. But he's a player that's just come in. He's got to get integrated. He's got to get used to things. He's got to know his teammates. Everyone adapts differently, isn't it, to a new side and comes in. Mojica, for example, new Erasti coming in, and then I think, I see him really good. I see a very good player there. I think he really fit into the dynamic of today's game. And as they said, there had to be a sort of equilibrium, right? When you're doing your analysis, when you can't be 3 victories and a loss and then it suddenly becomes the end of the world, right? No, of course not. You've got to analyze where it didn't quite go right. And it's easier when it's more favourable towards you, but you've also got to look where you need to improve. And ahead of those games which come coming, we'll need to do that. It's a game of Real Vallecano. So we saw in the last game of Real Vallecano that this return to where we were at, and then today's game it's been a bit different, right? Yeah. Absolutely. You've got to, and for that reason, you've got to work differently. You've got to work a different way, or is that something? How do you say it? I think with dynamics, dynamic with wins, it's different, and in the week you prepare differently. I think not winning can also be an incentive and a way to sort of get the players switched on and give them that kick. I really do believe in the streaks and the good runs and the impact that can have on our side. So we'll see. We'll see. It's always more positive when the environment's good. Yeah, but do you feel them a bit more relaxed when they're going out there? Yeah. No. These are situations that can obviously help the team during the week when they're making preparations. If they're in a good run and feeling good and are in good form. 150 fans there traveling more or less to the away game. For me, that is something. I think the club sold out a maximum amount for away fans for this game. How important is that for the team? What can that do for a side? Because I saw the fans really backing them today. Yeah. When you're in some mosh and you see everyone shouting and behind you, it makes a difference. And you feel like you can win and you can bring a lot more to the team. And when your team travels, it's a lot easier, obviously, to travel to Barcelona, and it was a good hour of the game. And I think that sort of helps the fans to, be able to get to the game. But it was great to see. And now we are joined by Sergi Darda. What did you miss today? We just didn't get enough in there. And a lot of crosses or shots in there. Wasn't easy for us. It's been strong and powerful on the counter-attack. And can hurt a lot of sides too. But I think we've got to get back on the horse as this month hasn't started the way we wanted it after a good run recently. A lot more games to come. And we're very grateful for the support, and we'll go again. Yeah, you didn't drop the heads. Oh yeah, of course not. We still were creating chances and doing our best to bring something in the final third. What do you think of all the fans traveling? It's great. You can see they're very excited and supported us throughout the game. It gave us a lot of merit believing in us today. We're very grateful to the fans every day. And how do you bounce back from this defeat? We're realistic. We know that we are winning 3 consecutively and then losing away from home. It's not the end. we're going to play away against tough teams too. And there's still a dynamic, a positive dynamic. We have to rest and understand why we had this defeat, and then we'll go 100% again. Thank you, Sergi. Thank you. He's pretty much said what we were sort of saying. We're going to have another, hopefully, another player join us. But this guy on our screen right now is not the player we want to be speaking to. Yeah, he sort of surprised us too, came out of nowhere. We're obviously in the RCD Espanyol, and they've got their way of doing things. So the point, I think, is that the point the players are making is that, look, we don't have to over-dramatize things. And the team is in a good run despite the defeat, and they will get ready and prepared for the next game. Well, safe trip back. Thank you, Damien, for all your work and a safe trip back. Pleasure for you joining us again in the studio, joining us in the studio from the RCD Espanyol. Well, Alberto, I'm also going to say goodbye to you as well. Thank you joining us again here in the studio for the game. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sure you'll be joining us again soon. Last time you were here was Copa del Rey, no, it was LaLiga. Of course. When the next time I'm in, we'll have a better result. So of course. We now go live to the press conference of Oreste. My thoughts are easy today. We saw one team and we saw another team after changes. And they weren't able to actually get something out of this positive. They were better than us today. We'll continue learning. We've got a good dynamic today. I've got a good dynamic in general on everyone. Why do you think the team gave it a little different sort of look after the game? Speaking of this whole week, it's difficult to give an explanation. We always talk about intensity and these things, but the way we're moving the ball around, we're very slow. And we lost the ball, we seemed very slow and unavailable. We have to, on a merit, give them, congratulate them, but we had to make changes to give them more rhythm, more energy, and generate mass as well in the final third, and bring more towards their goal. And that's really what really happened. In the footballing team, that's really what happened. What didn't you like? What upset you more, the first half or the start to the second half? A bit of both. We spoke in the second half about the hope and being able to get back into this, and then concede in that way was very bad. It makes things very difficult. After a bad first half, we knew we had to get back into it, and I'm upset with both things, of course. Chiquinho is good. He seemed to stand out today, didn't he? Did you think he should have had a penalty today? I didn't see the action. There was a foul before in Navarro as well. Didn't see. Chiquinho got into the box quite a lot, so did Lato on the other side as well. The changes were rescued the game a bit. Anything else? No? Is that everything? Okay, all right. That's the press comments of the boss, analysing the 2-1 defeat to RCD Espanyol. Take a look at the table now after match day 9. In the 6th position after the defeat today. I know that anyone would have signed on for the position where we're in today at the start of the season at this point in the fixture list. So as Jidara said, we've got to have confidence in the team. Well, that's it from us. And it's time to take a little rest and come back at this at full pelt. So we will see you for the next game. Thank you so much for joining us. Goodbye.
Disfrutar de los mejores paisajes desde el metaverso. Sumergiros en un mar de realidad virtual. Hacer deporte con vuestros avatares. La inteligencia artificial predice vuestros gustos. De hecho, no tenéis que estar cerca para pasar tiempo juntos. Es maravilloso, ¿no os parece?